Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Monday Sound Stream. We were off last week because I
Was on
was
vacation.
I was on vacation. I went to a friend's graduation in Rhode Island, and I had time off. I came back super reinvigorated to work on videos. I have just been pumping on stuff like pretty good. So you're gonna be seeing a lot of YouTube shorts like this week and next week, and maybe the week after. We'll see if I can keep it going. There is so much toy news today. There's so much stuff to cover. I pared it down. Not every topic that's on my topic list is in the thumbnail, just to make sure I don't overpromise. And Premiere finally just finished rendering my videos, so now we can actually properly get started. So first things first, we have introductions. We have the graphic designer, the Dark Claw, the 643.
Man, this bagel really hits a spot, eh?
If I had a nickel for every time a bagel was an important thing in a movie. Anyways, other than that, we also have, of course, the Fighter Kaus, who, upon entering the Discord chat today, we were like, do we even recognize who we are? We haven't spoken in 2 weeks.
Who are you?
I mean, I did think you were a random fan.
Oh, yeah. Way back
Which started the whole "Who are you?"
Yes.
I was like, "Who's that guy?"
Honestly, just fun times all around for all of us. Are we still connected? Because like right now I'm trying to eject a drive and it's not ejecting.
Yeah, we're still
we're live.
Cool. All right. Boom. All right. Hard drive's out. Now we have the bandwidth to actually do some stuff. SSJ4 Jason is reminding me of a news topic I completely forgot about. What are your hopes for the upcoming Mask of the Phantasm 4K in September? I'm hoping it's different than the Blu-ray transfer.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I already imagine what the bonus features could be, like a tribute to Kevin Conroy. Definitely.
Probably. If Warner Brothers does any new bonus features at all, because they've been kind of cheap lately. Looking at Stargirl Season 3 only having a DVD release. Mask of the Phantasm 4K should be pretty good. That movie's the Blu-ray transfer Warner Archive did was already pretty great. And I can imagine they'll just bump the fidelity on the 4K. I'm not going to necessarily pre-order it because I kind of want to wait and see if it's going to have new features and if it actually is worth the upgrade, or if it's just we stick it on a 4K disc and it's basically the same. Because I already bought Mask of the Phantasm on Blu-ray twice because I bought the Warner Archive release and then it was bundled in the Animate series set. So yeah, that's pretty much that. How you guys doing? How's everybody doing? Like, I guess we should just do like a vibe check. We're gonna do a vibe check right now.
So, shout out any highlights on the vacation?
I found a Rhino bot at a Walmart. So yay, Sonic toys.
Oh yeah, yeah, because they packed that. They are now releasing that individually now.
Yep.
That was only available in the Flying Battery accessory pack.
That's right. Yeah, I forgot where this was released, but yeah, so I got him. So that's cool. If I ever find any more Sonic figures, that's going to be great.
I know Cream and Infant are out in the UK because I've seen people in the UK get them from Smith. Yeah. I'm not sure they're out in the US yet or not.
When I get Cream and Infinite is when I'll review the Rhino bot. Even though I could review him right now and go, he has a little wheel that turns.
You too short.
His ears waggle. That's about it.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah, so that's that. Let's see. I guess we should backtrack. It's like 5 videos went up while I was gone. Yeah. So we had the Star Trek Blu-ray Spring Update, which was all about TNG movies, Lower Decks, Strange New Worlds. That one did decent. I needed a video, and that was an easy topic. Then, of course, we had the super complete selection animation D-scanners from Digimon Frontier, which I really enjoyed making that video. That was super, super fun.
I don't really personally care for roleplay stuff, personally, but that might be like, I might want to get that eventually because that looks great.
They're so cool. Honestly, and the thing is, too, if you look at the runtime, the D arcs from Tamers, 39 minutes. The D scanners from Frontier, 51 minutes, and there's only 2 of them. There's so many more features in that. It's really great. We did a Big Bad Toy Store unboxing last Monday in place of a live stream. Then I did the How to Watch Kamen Rider viewing guide, which did very, very, very well. And as Zero Films has mentioned, please do one for Ultraman. The plan is to do one for Ultraman. I'm planning to time it to the release of Ultraman Blazar. So just like this was released to go with Shin Kamen Rider, and the Power Rangers one was timed to Once and Always, the Ultraman one will be for Blazar. And adding to that, look forward to other future viewing guides, because both of these have done incredibly well. So I think it's going to be a new sub-series. So there will be more viewing guides. I know someone in the comments recently asked about Metal Hero, and that'll be farther out because I actually have only...
You only seen like what, several? Only a little bit of Metal Hero?
I think I've seen 20 episodes of Jiraiya, but I haven't watched a single Metal Hero in full. So I need to watch more of the shows, which now that they're all fan subbed, I'm planning to just start at Gavan and just blow all the way through them. And I think I didn't reply to that comment that asked about Metal Hero, but
I mean October idea. Watch guy for Nagaro.
Garo, yeah, Garo would be good for October. I'll definitely do one for Garo.
Will Garo ever come back?
I don't know if Garo's ever coming
Don't
back.
say
It's
it.
dead.
Don't say it.
Funny thing about Garo, they actually brought back the Final Fantasy 14 items.
Yeah,
really?
they did.
So I'm like,
Maybe there's something kicking around.
I wanted to come back. I mean, what you could do about that, but you can split to watch order and timeline order.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. Kind of like how I mentioned the continuity for the Rider movies. It'll be kind of like, I will do like timeline split for Garo. SSJ4 Jason, do one for Godzilla in preparation of Godzilla and Kong. Great idea. Gonna add that to the list right now. Because whenever that's next year, right? That Godzilla versus Kong.
Yes.
Yeah. And my notes froze, so we'll just sit here and then we had another video, which if you all like my videos and you haven't watched this one, and if you have, just go watch it again. It could use a little boost. The Indiana Jones Target of Doom. It's a Temple of Doom Target exclusives. So
I just love Indy can literally yeet the sword out of his hand.
Yeah, it's one of the funniest things that have happened. I lost an accessory on camera like that. So, anyways,
it got ate up at the Carpet Goblins.
Nope. We actually found it. It was a miracle. Let me put down Godzilla for GVK2. So, adding to that, just going along with our conversations, Psycho has mentioned, never thought I'd hear you speak positively about some of those shows. Yeah, because the viewing guides are not about like what I like or dislike, but more so
it's more helping new people know what series is best for them. It's not opinion. Yeah, it's less of an opinion piece and more of like, hey, if you like that style of this, go check it out.
And that's the thing is that I'm looking to what's a good starting point, as opposed to what's good or bad, because it's ultimately subjective, and especially in Tokusatsu, almost every show is good. It's just which ones do you like more? There's only, I'd say, like in all of Rider, there's only like, I'd say, sort of objectively, like 2 or 3 bad shows, like legitimately bad, irredeemable. But then some people really like, the thing is, like, a bunch of people don't like Ghost, a bunch of people do like Ghost, some people don't like Saber, a bunch of people love Saber. So that's the kind of thing
I think I was ever unanimously agree that Skyrider's last is the worst one.
I think Skyrider's the only one where I have not met a true fan of Skyrider the show, just the character. And then Zero Films brought a good point. But with the Amazons movie, that's universally reviled. I was like, no, I'm just going to tell you it's terrible up front. Is absolutely one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
What I know of Skyrider, people like the character, but the show is like very low quality in terms of actual production value.
The show is incredibly low quality for a lot of reasons, and it also doesn't know what it wants to be. It starts off as a reboot, and then 20 episodes in, they just are like, screw it, we're bringing back all the old writers.
But all I would say, like, Return to Ultraman, because wasn't Return to Ultraman meant to be like a reboot also?
Yeah, it was, but like they brought in the Ultra. By Ace, they were like, it's part of the same. They just didn't change their mind halfway in.
Mm-hmm.
And the ending is so dumb. The ending to Skyrider is so stupid. I hate it. Oh, also mentioning on the channel, thanks everybody. We've hit 16,000 subscribers.
Woo!
We've jumped up again. Adding to that, if you aren't subscribed, you probably can't comment because I have the comments to subscribers only. But if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe. If you hadn't hit the like button yet, hit the like button. YouTube likes that like button, so I like that like
Comment,
button.
engagement.
Engagement is good. It helps everything. So yeah, honestly, like if you guys can just hit the like on the streams too. I forget to mention it, but it does help with the things. SSJ4 Jason mentions The Last Judgment may be god awful, but the ending slaps hard. Yeah, honestly, all the Amazon's music is great. Like that is one of the best writer soundtracks. I would say it was the best writer soundtrack for me until I heard Shin Kamen Rider's soundtrack. And speaking of Shin Kamen Rider,
well, for me, my favorite is still Black Sun. That music will forever be in my head because of how good that music is. That main theme, especially, it's really effective.
It really is. There is something special about the Shin Kamen Rider soundtrack, though, because Shin Kamen Rider, which you know, and that's also his recency bias.
First up, Bug Movie number 1.
Bug Movie number 1 that starts with a spider person. Shin, I can't point still. Look at this, guys. I'm still not able to. There we go. Shin Kamen Rider. We're gonna talk about. I guess I'm gonna talk. I think I'm the only one that watched.
You're the only one. Just sound out all three of it. Have you seen the Chaos Shin Kamen Rider?
No, I wanted to. I didn't have the ability to go to this theater near me at the time.
Wednesday at 7 p.m.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
On that day.
Fun fact. I got home. The plane landed at 10 a.m. and I saw this movie at 7 p.m. the same day. This was a very difficult thing. I went home and I was like, I gotta relax because I have to be back up for this movie. So with this film, you know, it's so hard to talk about without spoilers, which is the same thing I want to talk about our other Bug superhero movie. So hard to talk about without spoilers, but this is 100% Anno, and there is nothing that you can take away from this going, this wasn't everything Anno wanted out of it. And so for me, because I don't usually like Anno films, I loved this, and I think it was part of the fact that it's just, even the stuff I didn't like about it, like I loved a lot of it, but there's stuff I didn't like. Even the stuff I didn't like, I'm like, well, I can't argue with it. That's just what Anno wanted. Like, when you get something that's this ingrained in a creator's work, you can just live and breathe in that world and go, this is just terrific to see something, especially something that's in a franchise that's run 50 years, be so completely removed from, like, Toei's directives. Like, this feels like a completely sort of just loving tribute to Kamen Rider, and the way that they mixed in the elements of the original show as long as elements of modern Rider stuff to kind of get a nice blend, and while also introducing some new elements that we hadn't seen before, and like throwing in references to the manga and other Ishinomori heroes. It's a crazy movie, and I really, really like it. And yeah, Mutaki T, I did not like Shin Godzilla. I have seen it 3 times. I have tried to like it. I don't like Shin Godzilla. I did really like Shin Ultraman, but I loved Shin Kamen Rider. This is my favorite of the Shin movies for sure.
I think Shin Godzilla, the film, I really respect and really like the message, but I'm not sure. I think it's more of like, I think it's a Godzilla film. It's not great, but I like the idea. Because that movie's supposed to be a commentary on what the... Oh, that's the Anno police!
Anno's on a motorcycle going, are you talking shit about Shin Godzilla?
But with Shin Godzilla is more of... Because that's supposed to be based off... Was it the tsunami from 2011, right? So I think...
Just like this, with this movie, Shocker is essentially the Happy Science cult. So I really respect Shin Godzilla for that, but I don't think as a Godzilla film it's like definitely lower tier for what I'm looking for a Godzilla film. So question for is, you know, as someone has not seen the movie, how is it a combination of the original series and the original manga? Yeah, it's got it's aesthetically, like, visually original series inspired, and then storyline, character, plot wise, it's a little bit more manga inspired, which is pretty cool. And also because I can say you can go watch the original show and read the manga officially in English, which is nice. That's a nice change of pace.
For once.
For once, you can actually go enjoy this stuff legally. But I like that the way that they merge those elements. And I also really do appreciate the music choices, because they work in the original writer music in scenes, but then when they do something that's more modern, they put in more modern music, and it's got this really nice like blend. Whereas I think that Shin Ultraman relied heavily on the original series music so much that I don't remember it having any distinctive music to its own. Whereas Shin Rider's music was just like popping. It was pretty great. But I would say that like it's a great starting point if you've never seen Rider. Like it works. I took a friend to it who had never seen Kamen Rider before, never knew anything about the franchise, and he enjoyed the heck out of it. So it's definitely, you gotta be somebody that likes, Japanese cinema. It does also run, Shin Ultraman. I don't know if this is a complaint, because I enjoyed it. Shin Ultraman is distinctively like 4 chunks. Like it's like, here we're fighting Naranga, here we're fighting this monster, here we're fighting this. Like it's just, you could chunk it out into episodes if you wanted to. Same thing with Shin Kamen Rider. Like the first segment is Spider, and the second segment is Bat's head.
Can't wait for the TV edit.
Yeah, you could do a TV edit of both these movies. So if you don't like that, if you want like more interwoven stuff, that would be.
It really reminds. Is it like how? Is it like how, like, for example, like with Transformers 86, Transformers the movie 86, that wasn't that aired as a multi-part episode or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. It definitely chunks out pretty good, but I enjoyed that because it was kind of like, we are dealing with this situation, now we're dealing with this one. It's kind of works out.
So, question.
Yeah.
How does it compare to the other modern reboots, aka Amazon's and Black Sun? And also in Kamen Rider First and Kamen Rider Next, if you want to go full like all three, because I love Black Sun, but I'm not sure what I love about Black Sun is more of the overall message and themes.
I think Black Sun is an evolution of the themes of the original series. Kamen Rider has the same themes, or Shin Kamen Rider has the same things as Kamen Rider. They're not evolved, because they're like, these are things that should always exist, because the core themes of like the human struggle with the power and like what you can do as a Kamen Rider, like the internal struggle, that is a universal theme that transcends time, and so they kept that in the film, which I think is really smart too, because that keeps it sort of fresh while also just being really intriguing.
So, if you can rank all the Rider remakes from Kamen Rider First, the second, Amazon's, Black Sun, and this, how will you rank them?
Probably Black Sun.
At least initial ranking, like from worst to best.
Top would be Black Sun. Second would be Shin Rider, then Amazon's, then the first. The first really. And here's another thing too. As a fan of Ichimonji Kamen Rider 2, the first and next movies do such a disservice to him. They finally gave Ichimonji his personality back.
I mean, for me,
I have not seen Ichimonji act like his actual character personality since the original series, and it's back in this movie, and it's terrific.
For me, I think it's more V3. That was the worst of the next. I hated V3 in the next.
Yeah, that was like it was an amplification of the problem of like the first was a lot of characters and names only kind of thing. Yeah. Well, Mutaki T says Black Sun remake didn't do a good explanation of how they fixed his leg. He has healing abilities.
He has healing abilities.
It just takes time. I'm trying to remember, because Psycho has mentioned Shinken Red, and I don't remember who he played. Oh, that's why I don't remember who he played. Yeah, he was great. I won't even say, because that's too much of a spoiler. I hope they get this movie out to where everybody can see it soon, because it's great.
Was a homie confirmed? No, there was Shout Factory.
We have no idea. They never even announced this screening, until after people could buy tickets. So
yeah, Shout Factory is like, hey, go see the movie now, and that's it. It wasn't a confirmation of the movie's coming out. It was just saying like, movies out in theaters.
So on that note, does anybody have any questions about Shin Kamen Rider, not spoiler related? This is the chance to do that before we switch to our other bug movie. So we're doing bug movie. It's bug movie day. And we're gonna blow through these kind of quick because
I guess.
Oh, also the subtitles were weird. They used Master Writer instead of Kamen Rider, even though all the posters said Kamen Rider.
Do we know who did the subs?
We don't know who did the subs, except for the fact it was done by a guy named Chad.
Because
he was subbing the credits, and there was like director, a couple actors, and then it was just like translations by Chad, and that was it. Like I don't know anything else. So.
Was because for Shin Ultraman that was done by Super Eye because was it Sean Nichols helped work on those?
Yeah, Sean Nichols did the
right?
subs for those, so that was Shin Ultraman's was Super Eye. I would love to see a sequel to this, but it doesn't need a sequel. It's one of those good mid grounds of an ending.
If they do a sequel, would it be a V3 like Shin V3?
Maybe. There was a lot of stuff at play here, which again I don't want to talk about too much because spoilers. Spin Dash, yeah, I did see the Deka Ryuki ad in the previews before the movie, and I was like, man, it would be nice if we had, I don't know, anything happening at Shout with Toku stuff. So, yeah. I don't think I have anything else on that. You guys got anything before we move on to our other bug movie?
Again, I have not seen the movie.
Other bug movie.
It's Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. The other movie with a guy named Spider-Man in it.
This movie is it's gonna be really hard not to talk spoilers because I
really don't know how to talk about this movie without spoilers, and I'm not going to talk spoilers.
I keep thinking it didn't come out yet, even though everybody's talking about it. That's
yeah,
the weird part.
It came out Friday.
My brain's like, it comes out next month, right? Like, no.
No, this one. I mean, it's already got 200 million?
It is the second highest grossing movie of the year after Mario.
It's like, yes.
Oh, wow.
And just as a reminder, animation people can't go to the Writers Guild and Directors Guild of America, and that needs to change because this movie is this is like this and Mario are like making all the money right now.
Animation people need more respect in general.
Yep, 100%.
And that needs to change because I've seen how other film treats them, and it's like, golly, like that's just for kids.
Yeah.
No matter how deep or dark it can get, it's just for kids. Anime, it's not real.
Yep. Yep.
This was just terrific. Like I have never gone to see an animated movie in IMAX that was 2 hours and 20 minutes long before. This was legitimately like a normal box. It was like a blockbuster, but it was animated.
This movie is gorgeous. It is
incredible.
It is. I could feel the love and passion with this film. Like after the movie was over, I was like out of breath because how exhilarating this movie was. It's one of those things because I love the first movie so much. It's one of my all-time favorite movies, and it's one of those things where it's like they somehow topped it. Like they
really did.
It was impressive, and like it's not because of course animation is gorgeous. The fact that the way again it's one of the things you see again like I see stuff like Pixar's Elemental or Disney's like Wish coming out this later year, and they look fine. But like I can't see
nothing Disney is doing is going to be as successful as Mario and Spider-Verse because Mario hits a market that hasn't ever been tapped before, and Spider-Verse is just an absolutely incredible film that I don't know how anything else will do it. And the thing is, I see everybody talking about Toei Spider-Man. Yeah, they said they were going to do it. Here's the thing: first, they have to give money to Toei. Second,
this is part one. This is part one.
Across the Spider-Verse and Beyond the Spider-Verse are one production, essentially, because they're just being done together, but it's two different budgets because it's two different movies. Looking at the money on this...
it was 100
million.
100 million was the budget.
Elemental comes out in like a week, and that's a $200 million movie, and I don't understand how this one had like 280 unique model characters. The thing with this movie is that I think that the budget of the first film went into getting the models for all the characters for the movies. So that way they can use those models for the second movie. And then the thing is that they may have planned to put Toei Spider-Man in this movie and have shifted him to the next one because he's going to cost more in modeling because, I imagine they try to use Leopard on. And then also you have to pay Toei for him.
Well, here's the thing. You say modeling, but not a full spoiler, but live action. If you're a live action character, you are live action in this universe.
The thing is that everybody's universe is in a different art style and a different medium, and depending on what they are. So, yeah, honestly, maybe Toei Spider-Man's going to show up in live action, not animation. That's entirely a possibility. But I don't think necessarily, there was a place for him in this movie. Like, having seen it, there was no place for him in this movie.
I'll say this: if he is in the next movie, live action, I want his subtitles to be yellow and like in universe, like the characters can see the subtitles in front of them.
That would be great. And so I think that without speculating too much, because I have an idea in my head how Toei Spider-Man could appear in the next film. But I don't want to say it because it involves too much of the plot.
But yeah, like
they hid so much from you in this movie. If you've seen the trailers going, oh, I think I've seen too much. No, you haven't.
No.
They hid an entire movie behind those trailers.
It's like Miles. Like I love Miles already. Like Miles Morales as a character already, but like this film really, like again, it's so hard to talk about spoiler, but it really goes into what makes Miles Morales a special character. Like he is not just the Black Spider-Man. He is his own character, with his own goals and aspirations.
Not to mention the uniqueness of Gwen as Spider-Gwen.
Gwen,
as well.
Yeah, Gwen's great,
and also the uniqueness of number one favorite Spider-Man, Miguel O'Hara. Which I went into this movie going, don't F up my favorite Spider-Man, and they didn't, so I'm happy.
Miguel is,
I was worried.
Because what makes Miguel work in this movie is I think because what makes this movie work so much is you can see
over here. I'm out of frame.
You can see, you understand why certain characters make the decisions they make.
Yep, I totally get it. It's just like Captain America: Civil War, where like Iron Man comes off as the asshole, but honestly, I get where he was coming from.
And here, Miguel is an asshole.
I mean, and that's what I meant by don't F up my favorite Spider-Man, because I have seen too many adaptations of him where they try to make him jokey future Spider-Man, and I'm like, no, the thing is that he doesn't do jokes. He tries to do jokes, but he's really bad at it.
I love that one line, because it's in the trailer, but like, come on, Spider-Man's supposed to be funny. Yep. You're not funny.
I also do like that in the film, there is this distinctiveness that Miles is different than the others, for plot reasons I won't say. And Miguel is different than all of the others, because everybody else got bit by a spider. Like, that's like part of like the thing is they're like, oh, everybody got bit by a spider, including Miles, but Miguel did not. Dude genetically engineered himself to be Spider-Man. So...
And then you actually see that in the film. Like, you do see that in the film.
I really don't know what else we can say about the movie besides it's gorgeous, it's amazing. You should watch it as soon as you can, because it's totally worth it.
Hobby Brown, like I think it's something like it had to keep having the same feeling as Spider-Punk. I keep thinking I'm gonna dislike the character, but I end up really liking the character.
I'm so happy that Spider-Punk, Hobie Brown is like the breakout hit of the movie, because he just is the best.
Peretta Parker is also great. Do you guys like chai tea?
It's just chai. Fan of chowder, yeah. Spider-Punk, Spider-Man Indy are definitely fan favorites. I am so happy both of them. And the other thing is too is that, like, no disrespect to their original designs or whatnot, their redesigns for this movie are so incredible. It's exactly what they needed.
Also, what do you think of the Spot?
Okay, so anyone that thought the Spot was a joke character that Marvel's never going to do anything interesting with ever again, that you can thank Avi Arad, because, okay, and this is weird, I don't like to thank Avi Arad for anything, but apparently he was the one that recommended the Spot be a villain in this film, and then Phil Lord and Chris Miller were like, weird choice, but sure, and yeah, we'll see, like, it's going to be interesting. Kamen writer, spelled differently, appreciate the uniqueness, so the director lied and didn't put in Japanese Spider-Man. They did technically lie, because they said they modeled him. And that, but to also remember that this movie is part one. of a
Also,
two-part production.
again, also shout out to the soundtrack. The soundtrack's so good.
Oh my god, this is like the best film score of the year. Yeah, Shin Kamen is great, but like, this is, it's amazing.
Yeah, like again, we can't say more because everything else will be super spoilery, and you should go see this movie. It's so great. Like, it's the first film a while ago. Like, I really want to see it again in theaters. Like,
I'm actually seeing it again in about 2.5 hours. So, just to talk about quality, I think this is like the only movie I'll have seen a second time in theaters this year. Oh wait, I saw Mario twice. Animated movies, I tell you. Eric Craig says, I'm getting the Ultra 7 Ultraman Ace Blu-ray sets and Wednesdays, the good seasons. Yes, I love Ace. I particularly love the first half of Ace a lot, and I love the back half of 7 a lot.
Spin Dash wasn't the spot to respond for the amazing Spider Carnage in the 90s. Yes, still that was an alternate universe version of him, but it was still him technically.
Still him, yeah. The Spot really hasn't done anything since then, so it's
which is
nice
ironic because which is ironic that he did that because that was the original Spider-Verse technically.
Yep. All right, so no more movie talk because we're moving on. This is your guess what, guys? I'm going to tell you what Wednesday's video is segment. So get ready. There is 2 videos coming this week. Sorry, my Ant-Man is falling over. As soon as I go to say, let me announce a video, my Ant-Man's like, nope, I'm going to fall over now.
He wanted to join in the bug movie talk.
Yep. So the video, Wednesday. There's going to be a new video called Introducing the Massiveverse, a reading guide. For those that are unaware of the comic books, Radiant Black, Rogue Sun, Dead Lucky, and Inferno Girl Red, I'm going to have a whole guide talking about like the characters and what each series is about and how long they've been running, which is sponsored by the people behind the Massiveverse. Black Market Narrative sent me their cool crossover comic.
Look at you moving up in the world.
Look at me moving up in the world. I got comics being sent to me. So I took this opportunity to kind of, I think, I'm going to be covering more of these. I did a short on No One recently, but I'm going to start covering these comics more. So this is going to be like an introductory guide so you can know about the basics of each character. And it should be a really good video for introducing it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. And then Friday's video will be super special, extra special. It's going to be, I'm going to cover...
It's going to be excellent!
It might be. It's going to be covering the entire history of toys from one particular franchise, and I will not tell you what it is. You can just guess, and that'll be going up Friday. So that'll be fun. I've got it all researched and laid out and everything. I just got to produce it. But I'm covering an entire franchise's toy history because there's not that many toys. So
let's say it's gonna be both a excellent adventures video.
There's also a lot of bogus things about it too. So,
but he has to face it.
Yes.
The comic book party mentioned. I just remembered. I also have comics that I have in partnership that we could also review. Forgot about that.
We need to either do a separate stream all about comics. I feel like if we try to do it on this stream,
we need to do the book corner. The book corner.
We need to do I think we legitimately need to do another stream, and do a comic book stream where we talk about comics, because I feel like we can't do comics and toys in the same stream. It's like we would just talk way too long.
That makes sense.
Yeah. All right, that's something we will discuss in the future. But speaking of the future, Discotek Media posted their August Blu-ray releases right before this. So, Muteki T Sound in the Traveling Pants, Zero Film, Soundout Book Club.
Oh yeah, Discotek stuff.
We might do stuff. Discotek just posted their new pre-orders an hour or two ago. They got 5 releases coming out in August. So first up, we got Saber Rider and the Star Sheriffs.
Saber Rider.
My ringtone being the Japanese version.
Yes. What is the Japanese version? What's his name?
Bismarck.
Bismarck, yeah.
I keep forgetting it's a Voltron situation.
Yeah, this was World Events Productions. It was an anime. Yep. It was I don't know, it was good, I guess. I've never watched it actually. I just know the theme song.
They changed it so the main character is that in Bismarck is this fellow there with the red shirt.
Mm-hmm.
But in Saber Rider, they edited it to make it look like the blonde dude was the main character.
Oh, is it like a car Sakura?
Yeah, like Sakura. Yep.
Yeah, car Sakura.
Yep.
Yeah, so for $27.97, you can get all 52 episodes on a single Blu-ray disc. It's all standard definition. There's no way to like restore it without like Media Blaster spent a lot of money restoring Voltron. So this is about what we get. But Saber Rider and the Star Sheriffs, I'm probably going to pick this one up because I've wanted to watch it. It looks great. Next release, Cromartie High. Yeah,
I love that show.
Tell us about it.
Amazing. It's hilarious. It's about this dude.
Yeah, I see. It's literally the shitpost show, isn't it?
It is. The main character's dude in the middle. He's a normal guy that gets sent to a high school for delinquents and like.
Isn't there Isn't there not Freddie Mercury?
Yes, there's a not Freddie Mercury.
I see him in the back. He's got the mustache.
Yeah. They call him Freddy, just straight up.
Yeah, but
there's the robot. There's the gorilla there. The one dude who eats pencils.
I seen the first episode. I was laughing.
So basically, the main character's trying his best to show that he's a delinquent too, and he like just fit in. Like...
Before Kamen Judge asked, since I guess the last thing for Spider-Man, thoughts on the Spider-Man 2 gameplay reveals, guys?
Oh shoot, that was so long ago I forgot.
Oh yeah, that was at the PlayStation Showcase.
That looks incredible. Absolutely looks incredible. I'm very happy with the Spider-Man 2 gameplay.
I like how they did the black suit in the game. It actually looks like it's like living or something. Like
yeah, like he literally is an actual goo on Peter.
Also, Craven's animation model is beautiful. He's very rugged, as he should be. I do not like smooth Cravens. I have a very distinctive line.
He should be he needs to be the most scruffiest man.
Exactly. No, they did such a good job with that. I'm very excited to see the dynamic with Symbiote Peter and Miles, because that's never been done before, like properly. So very excited for the game. Also glad to see that you can switch between them freely, and that some missions will require Peter, some will require Miles. I'm like, great! It's Assassin's Creed Syndicate, the Spider-Man game. I'm in.
I love Miles.
Which reminds me, Assassin's Creed Mirage looks amazing.
I love that one. I love one of Miles' moves. Literally just a Kamehameha wave.
Yeah,
yeah, he did. He literally charged it up like a
Miles is an anime fan, like all of us. Speaking of anime, Magical Girl Lyrical Nanoha Reflection.
Nanoha. Yeah, I have not seen it. I know of it.
Yeah, same. I always hear good things about it.
I do too. I hear good. It's actually pretty cool from what I heard, but I haven't seen it.
All right, rolling the dice on the cover here. Re-Cutie Honey is coming out, which was an OVA series.
Speaking of Ano.
Speaking of Ano. Also, this get a brand new dub. And they went and tracked down all the dub actors that have voiced the characters that cameo in the show. So it's pretty great.
That is some extra detail they
did. Actually got Lupin.
Get Tony Oliver.
Yep.
Hey, there's a Lupin-looking guy here. You want to voice him? Yeah, sure.
And then, of course, Kamen Rider Black RX. I think everybody was waiting for me to bring up this one. Black RX, full HD, is going to have bonus features. I don't know what the bonus features are because I hadn't tweeted those out yet. And the description on the page, I don't think mentions what the bonus features. So, a complete collection of the final show or Kamen Rider series includes all 47 episodes presented in 1080p high definition with original Japanese language and English subtitles. So I haven't made my order yet, but this is totally getting ordered, of course. You'll be getting videos. There'll be a video on Black RX, probably alone by itself, because nobody else seems to want to do Kamen Rider.
RX got a ton of stuff. You ever seen like the SD Kamen Rider stuff with RX and all the other ones?
I kind of wanted to put SD Kamen Rider as a bonus feature in his set.
That would be cool.
I love SD Kamen Rider.
Yeah, it is great. I saw them like whoever ripped them on YouTube like years ago.
That was the very original Kamen anime.
I wish I'm kind of like, part of me hopes maybe they can do a a box set of like the Black and RX movies together. But Toei be willing.
They secretly put in an episode of Mask Rider in there for like a secret. No, like they secretly like without
like how Mill Creek snuck in Take Me Higher on one episode of Tiga.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited for all those releases. I have to talk about this because I'm contractually obligated. There's a West Coast Avengers Marvel Legends box set, and I think it was just made for me. I don't know how many other people care, but
I love this really just Hank by himself.
That's how he was in West Coast Avengers. He was like, I don't want to be Ant-Man anymore. I am Dr. Pym, and all he does is like shrinking gross stuff to fight with. Like, that's just literally what he did for, like, an extended period of time. This is just... I'm in. This is the funny part. I have every one of these characters already. This is not completing any characters. It's not adding to the character display. This is all just very West Coast-specific versions of these characters, and I'm very excited.
Is it good, just in case you missed it?
Yes.
Definitely. I see some people complain, why is a Silver Sentry not silver? Well, he was white in that comic.
Exactly. We'll get to that in a moment. So we got a classic Mockingbird finally, which is
using
great.
Using the old mold for some reason.
Yeah, she's got the new legs.
Yeah, but using the old single joint
single joint elbows. It's because of the sleeve thing they have sculpted to it. Anyways, no, I wanted this because we're getting a classic Hawkeye this year. We got White Vision last year. We got U.S. Agent was U.S. Agent last year? Yeah, last year.
Yes.
More motorcycles.
Who else we got? We got that new Scarlet Witch release. Yeah, so we've been kind of doing some West Coast stuff lately. We got Dr. Pym now, which is cool because he's never been in this costume before, and he's got a new torso, which can be used for a bunch of other people. So
I mean, what's nice is if you bought the Target exclusive Ant-Man, you can literally just head swap. You want to have helmetless.
Yeah, you could do helmetless Ant-Man with this one.
Right,
Moteki T. I don't know how I forgot. He's sitting right here. Wonder Man just came out in the Safari jacket.
Have you seen the wonderful photos of people taking off the Target Ant-Man's helmet?
Yeah.
Field pit.
We got a new Tigra who is distinctively more comic accurate orange than the other one, which is more modern orange.
She's also wearing her string bikini.
Yes. Also a new Calm Head, which looks a lot better than the previous one. I definitely really love this one. She just looks great. Like that's an upgrade to me. We're getting a brand new Spider-Woman for Julia Carpenter. We had one with a different hairstyle. This is more just distinctively West Coast.
That was nice because the last one we released during Far From Home, that was several years ago.
It's been a long time, and this one is on the Shriek body with the double jointed elbows. So, boom, full upgrade. How it should be done. And then Silver Centurion Iron Man was a Walgreens exclusive with all the silver parts actually metallic silver. Yeah, it's like metallic silver, like the 80th Iron Man is gold. On the page though, it looked white. So this is great. It's kind of a great set if you've missed out on any of the West Coast Avengers, or if you're like me and want the West Coast specific versions of the characters. I mean, this is just a winner. It's an Amazon exclusive. Comes out supposedly August. We'll see. I am very excited about this because this is my absolute favorite Avengers team. And now that we got this, and we got the Wonder Man, I'm hoping we get a Green Jacket Wonder Man and a Moon Knight with gold pieces. And yeah. Like, there's all kinds of stuff. I could make a whole wish list video for just West Coast related things. But I'm excited. So I hope you all just appreciate me just rambling about that. Is it time to Yojo?
Yeah, because
I'm not talking about the Muteki T mentioned the Amazon Gladiator Hulk. I'm not mentioning it. It's not that exciting.
Isn't it just a slight repaint release of the previous?
Yeah, I think he's got a new head or something. I'm not buying it. I don't really care. We got new G.I. Joe reveals because it is Yojo June. First things first. Last week they revealed stuff that had leaked. So always good when that happens. Power Rangers. First of all, this didn't leak because we already got told about this. This is the G.I. Joe, Televiper, and Trouble Bubble. So first of all, they had revealed this. It comes with a Televiper, which is an army builder. He's pretty cool. And then he comes with the good old Trouble Bubble that you would see from the opening of G.I. Joe the movie, like this shot right here, which is just this beautiful thing. Love getting a new vehicle. I'm not loving the $55 price. I thought about getting 2 of these because, like, you know, Trouble Bubble, Army Builder. I think I've hit a point though where I'm like, I'm not army building anymore. I was doing like 2 to 3
it's too much for the wallet.
It's too much for the wallet. I'm out of space. I was doing 2 to 3 of every troop builder. I'm not doing it now. This is if this was, you know, cheaper, I might have been like, oh, okay. The only bummer too is it's a Pulse exclusive. So we're seeing more of these deluxe releases be more Pulse exclusives. So, you know, flip flopping on that. We did finally get the official reveal for Tiger Force Dusty. He is, of course, a Target exclusive. It's Dusty in Tiger Force colors. I was going to say Target Force colors. That would be different.
But he has a new hat.
He does that. Is that a new hat? No, that's the same hat. Just
he comes with a new hat. I get it.
Yeah. No, I do really like the Tiger Force colors, so I'm in for that. I got him ordered. I got all these ordered. I should just say that up front, just so everybody knows. We've got the Python Patrol Crimson Guard. Muteki T asked a good question. How cheap you want it? Like 20? I would like it where it was like 45 for the thing, where like the pod was 20 or like 50. The 55, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna buy one. You know, that's just kind of what it is. Anyways, the Python Patrol Crimson Guard is not Crimson, so I don't know how you can call it a Crimson Guard, but he looked cool. I will get one. I'm a sucker for Python Patrol. Now, my question is, where is like Python Patrol Major Blood or Firefly or like named characters? Because all the Python Patrols so far have just been grunts. I want some named Python Patrol characters. And then the coolest repaint I've ever freaking seen, it is the Arctic Bat. This is a fan channel exclusive. He's got a chainsaw arm and a wicked cool like robot cyborg head. He comes with a sniper gun. He comes with a normal bat head. Like, this is just incredible. He's got damage stuff too. I freaking love this. This is just, it's this snow killer from hell. It's a lot of the original bat, but there's so many new pieces here. I think it's totally worth it. So
I mean, it might as well just be a new figure.
It basically is. Like, he uses like a base body of the bat, but there's so many new pieces. It's like a whole new figure. Once again, this is yet another what's the thing? Army Builder fan channel. That's what it is. Fan channel. So all these are exclusives. We don't know what's going to be coming next, but they said weekly reveals for Yojo June. This week's reveal, of course, was probably the big news everybody was wondering about. It's almost already funded. The new G.I. Joe Haslab. Wow, really?
It's almost, because that was today?
This is this morning at like 11 this morning. The G.I. Joe Classified Series, G.I. Joe Assault Copter Dragonfly XH1. I'm not sure yet if I'm buying this, if I'm going to be totally honest. I
mean, it comes for that price.
I don't have a problem with the price. I just don't know if I have room for this.
Yeah,
I have 2 Sky Strikers, and I don't know where to put either of them. I have a Hiss tank on the way. I don't know where that's going. I legitimately just don't know where I'm going to put it, but I freaking want it. It's cool. I just, the price isn't too bad. $275 means it's cheaper than the Hiss.
I think that's why these G.I. Joe classified vehicles keep doing well, because they're actually reasonably priced for once.
I'm not pulling a $275 item because then I feel committed to get it. I would like to get it.
It's not the Hell Charger.
It's the thing is that it's not where I'm like, if I get the Dragonfly, I will be happy with it. I don't get the Dragonfly, I probably can live without it. This is not like I must have it, but it looks really cool. I do like that they fixed the trail effects. If you notice on the missile there, that's firing off the one side, the actual effect plugs into the holster for the missile, and that is better than the Sky Striker, where
I like Thomas' comment. More shelves in the ceiling.
More shelves in the. You know what? It's possible. It's possible. I definitely. Uteki T have Galactus hold the helicopter. 6-inch figure. He could do it. He could hold the helicopter. We might be onto something. Anyways, the blast effect attaches to the port where the missile does. So unlike the Sky Striker, where there was like a trail on a missile that hadn't launched yet, this looks much more realistic. It's got lights in the cockpit, which is pretty cool. I mean, that's kind of like almost expected. Here's a 3D turnaround of the Dragonfly. It's 34 inches long. Holy cow. And naturally, it comes with its pilot, Wild Bill, and welcome to the thing that is probably going to sell me on this more than anything, because are we going to get a Wild Bill outside of this? I don't know.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Because I don't think this have ever been a Haslab exclusive thing we released outside, right?
The only thing I could think is that classic Cobra Commander that's with the Hiss tank, because they're doing specifically the misprint version of the logo. Like, that's probably coming out later. But yeah, usually outside of Star Wars, like the vintage collection Star Wars stuff, like the figures always come out at like later. I don't know about Wild Bill. Maybe they'll do like a Tiger Force Wild Bill or a Night Force, you know, like a variant. But like standard Wild Bill's probably going to be exclusive to this. There's missile pods, missile racks, extra details. Look at the layout. Look at the layout of accessories on this thing. It's insane. It's awesome. It feels worth the money. That's a big thing. It fits 2 figures as well. It's not like they scaled it down. It fits 2 figures just like the original vintage one did. You get decals, apparently, to customize it if you want. Yeah, this thing's cool. It's just really cool. I like the flight stand as well. That's always great. I'm assuming the rotors spin. And I think we've circled back around. Now, for the... Yeah, I do... That's a good point. I do have 42 days to decide. And this thing is already up to 7,143 backers. It needs 10,000.
Do we know the stretch goals yet?
We do. There's videos here. Oh, yeah. Here is the base package, guys. This is what the 275 is paying for right there.
Yeah, that's a lot for 275.
That's a lot. That is a ton of stuff. All right, Muteki T, stop giving me good ideas like putting Wonder Man in the copter.
Or Kate Daniels fitting it. No, it's too small.
Yep, there it is with a silhouette of a person. It's just huge. I thought they'd do a ground vehicle for G.I. Joe. I wasn't expecting a flying vehicle.
Well, if they were to do a ground vehicle, what Joe vehicle would be the ground vehicle?
The Wolverine, the Mobat, one of those tanks. Because if they did any of the Jeeps, I would just be like, nah. Wild Bill looks really good. Okay, so yeah, we go through all the accessories. Stretch goals. All right, first stretch goal. This is really awkward. The first stretch goal is Night Force Ripcord again. We got Night Force Ripcord as the first stretch goal of the Sky Striker for the 3 3/4 inch line. What is with Night Force Ripcord being the first stretch goal on both of these?
By now, a 6-inch.
But now a 6-inch. It looks like, looking at it, his flight suit is the same as Wild Bill's. Like, they share a body, so that makes sense. Now, it is Night Force Ripcord, so we'll probably get regular Ripcord, especially because all the pieces are here. I imagine that, but this is a good bonus. It gives you a second pilot, like, right away. You can have somebody in the second seat. And there are 2 more stretch goals at 16,000 and 19,000. So, Ripcord's at 13. At 16, we'll get another one. At 19, we'll get another one. The figures are a good thing to get me to. And there's Lenny with his proud helicopter. I got time on this. It's probably going to be funded before the day's over, and it's probably going to reach its stretch goals by next week. So, I guess we'll find out what the other 2 are very soon, because I do want to see, because I imagine this is going to be as successful as... It doesn't even have to be as successful as the Hiss tank to get everything.
I mean, the fact that it's almost funded in day 1
exactly
is like, my God.
We're not even at 12 hours yet, this is... Yeah, it's already up to 7,186. I have no doubt that's going to make it through. Totally doable.
Joe is such an interesting franchise because there's no media right now, but yet it's doing so well.
26,772 backers is what we got on the Hiss tank. So, in order to get all the stretch goals on the Sky Striker, or the Dragonfly, We just need 7,000 less than the Histang, so I think that's not going to be a problem. Yeah, so like I still have to figure out where I'm putting this massive beast, let alone a dragonfly.
On the floor.
I'm out of floor space.
On the bed.
I don't want to move it every day that I want to use that bed. Now the thing is that we do know there's a Star Wars Haslab this year for Vintage Collection. We do know there's a Marvel Legends Haslab. I don't know what either of those will be.
Because the Marvel Legends is gonna be based on the Avengers beyond the Avengers, so
it's gonna be something Avengers, whatever that might be. I don't know.
And my guess is could be either Giant Man or Fing Fang Fu would be under Fantastic Four, right?
Technically, Fing Fang Foom is under Iron Man as well, or Hulk, or anything, honestly.
But I'm not sure will Fing Fang Fu be the same level as a Galactus or Sentinel, or no?
Fing Fang Foom's a shape changer like Galactus, so he could be any size. People usually want him to be.
I'm more talking like would people will flock to go fund it.
Yeah, I think they would. I've seen a lot of people wanting a Fing Fang Foom, like because the original Build-A-Figure is so hard to get. That I think Fin Fang Foom would do good. I think Giant Man would be good. I hope they don't try a vehicle because I think that'd be Peacemaker mentioned a Quinjet. I don't think it's gonna be Quinjet. That's gonna be too big.
Also, it'll be too boring. Quinjet. Depending which Quinjet you talk about, some of them are very cool and some of them are very boring.
I think if we did get a Quinjet, it would be the MCU one.
That's boring because that's just a jet.
Spin Dash mentions the eternal wait for a Power Rangers Haslab. I really don't want them to embarrass themselves with that. I think they should not even try. Let's worry about having a consistently made toy line before we worry about a Haslab. All right, it's Figuart time because I'm like we're already on hour 2, and I'm like we got Figuarts galore. SH Figuarts Indiana Jones.
Should we repeat what's the line from Carol? It's like they
not again.
Not again.
Yeah, I honestly what was it? I was like I didn't need an SH Figuarts Indiana Jones, but now that they're offering it,
you got one.
Yep.
It's specifically based off Raiders, right? It's young.
Yeah, definitely Raiders. He's like Raiders before he went into the temple because his clothes are super clean. You don't get weathering on Figuarts usually. Yeah, I want this. I'm gonna get it. Obviously I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna review it. I'm gonna, compare it to the Adventure series and all that.
It's definitely I'll say compared to the Adventure series, it does look more crisper, but that's really it. The only big here's the thing, it's one of the things where it's really cool to have a figure of Indiana Jones, but like I don't see it like a big advantage compared to the Spider-Verse Figuarts. Because, Indy, while having action scenes, he doesn't do martial arts, like crazy martial arts or anything.
Yeah, this guy's got single jointed elbows anyways.
Well, he does? Really?
Yeah, he's got the big, like, heavy hinge single joints.
So just deeper bend. Just more of a deeper bend.
Yeah, I do like the Muteki asked about the face. The face looks good here, but I need to see it in person because Figuarts faces can sort of vary from prototype to.
Do you have the 29? Do you have the 29 on the list?
Yeah, it's on the list.
Speaking of
that's why I'm rushing us to Figuarts because we got. I have a whole subsection about Spider-Man 2099 planned. So, anyways, Figuarts Indie. We don't have the full pictures yet, so we'll talk about him more later. Now, next Figuart. SH Figuarts Orochimaru. What was his cool subtitle? Seeker of Immortality.
So this is after the Sasuke, right?
Yep. Because Naruto came out this month in Japan.
Or after.
Sasuke's out next. No, Naruto was May. Sasuke was June. Orochimaru is October. There's another reveal coming the 7th, and I know somebody was mentioning it in the chat. Apparently it's Obito. I haven't actually seen that, so that's why I didn't put it on the list.
Is Orochimaru new, or was he in the previous figure line?
Orochimaru is brand new. He wasn't in the previous line. He is, of course, like your main bad guy. He's your Frieza.
Is this specific based off his Naruto, like original series look, part 1 look?
It's definitely his part 1 look for sure. Which makes sense because he did.
It looks like during or right after their Shonen exams, like.
yeah, definitely.
It looks like
looks great.
It definitely looks great, and adding to that, they are like, what is it? There's, I think June 7th is the next reveal, and then there's another reveal in July. So they're pumping out the Naruto Figuarts, which is great. What's also great, retail release. Everywhere, not just in the US, but he looks really good. Like, he just looks really solid. I like the snake arm thing. He's got his different, like, hands. He comes with a sword, and the whole, like, tongue out head. There he is with, Shippuden Sasuke, Part 2 Sasuke. There he is with Kid Sasuke, and yep, he does come with an alternate face for Sasuke with the curse mark. So, welcome. That makes sense. Like, I talk about the SH Figuarts accessory scavenger hunt. That Sasuke did not need a curse mark head, but including it with Orochimaru just makes perfect sense.
Question about the Sasuke, Part 1 Sasuke. Does he collect Hiru's armbands to replicate the Sasuke Retrieval arc look, or no?
No, he doesn't have removable armbands. I think they're just molded in. He doesn't come with
because that's like, because that's like, I mean, because I grew up playing a lot of video games, but that Sasuke design usually is a separate design from.
I still want the black suit Sasuke from Part 1.
I love the black suit, like the Chunin Exam.
I want his edgy symbiote era suit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, Orochimaru, he's coming out.
Oh God. You say that
December.
now.
October.
How would they do?
October Japan, December US. I wasn't able to get a Japanese pre-order, so you'll see my review in December. When Big Red Store gets them. So I'm
just imagining how if they do like curse mark mode Sasuke, how do they do those like weird hand wings?
I don't. Let's not worry about the big forms, because there's that and like Bleeding Tails Naruto and.
Well, I don't think they can even do any of the Nine-Tail forms, because how do you do that aura effect while just making it color red?
Yeah. I don't know for sure.
I know Bandai America did like those power-up figures for the Naruto anime heroes, and it's like a clip-on. It was pretty much like clip-on armor.
Yeah. We'll see how it does. Now the reason why I wasn't able to get a Japanese release of Orochimaru was because I was ordering Good Boy Gira, SH Figuarts, Kuwagata Oja.
Yes, that looks so good.
Looks so good. Definitely looks good. Let's see if I can make the pictures bigger. I just went to Tokusatsu because I didn't want to load Bandai's site today because they take too much bandwidth. But here we got Kuwagata Oja. He comes with his Boppet sword. He's got his cape. He just looks terrific. I hope they do the whole team. I'm preparing myself for the disappointment of it just being like 2 figures and they could call it a day.
If they did do all the Dawn Brothers, because
the Dawn Brothers are more unique. At least with the King Ogres, there is more potential for shared parts, as opposed to the Dawn Brothers, where everybody had to be a completely different mold, and the Zenkaigers were every different mold. But it depends on if they want to do it. I'm totally in. Like, if they do all the King Ogres, I'm there. I will buy them all.
Is the cape plastic or is it fabric?
Plastic cape, I think, as far as I can tell. It's a plastic cape because it definitely doesn't hang like the Seiho capes. That's fine. It's no big deal. It's gonna be good. He looks great. I don't know. He just looks really good. There's this really cool fancy shot at the end here where he's like all kingly and stuff.
Does he come with the shield thing, sidearm?
He does not. He just comes with the Boppet sword.
That's interesting.
I forgot about the shield thing.
Okay. Interesting, because
it does say soft cape, so maybe it is a soft material, like a Spada.
It might be the same material as the Omnimon cape, that kind of vinyl.
Maybe the Omnimon cape, or because I know a Spada had a cape that was sort of soft, or like Buffa's skirt. Now, for those wondering, are they making more? First of all, look at this cool shot. Oh god, it's so zoomed in. Sometimes I get a jump scare when I switch tabs, and I'm like, oh look, there, there it is. So of course, here's some extra details, but they did post this picture. I think this is a tease for Kuwagata Oger, because that would just be a repaint, which would just make sense. Saber skirt, that's another option. Yeah, I don't think it doesn't look bendy wire like a Seiho cape, but maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, there is a tease for another King Oger. It's probably Rakulas Okuagata Oger. That just, because they just got to make that silver,
That's no, yeah, that's the King guy.
Yeah, because it can't be Jeremy. It can't be Spider Kumanos because it has a cape. So
Yeah, I'm so behind King Ultra, so I kind of blank on who's who again.
Oh wait, the obsessed with poop Spider Ranger, yes.
Exactly. So yeah, no, like I again, I'm all in. All right, continuing our Figuarts news that also ties into movies we talked about earlier. SH Figuarts Kamen Rider / Hongo Takashi from Shin Kamen Rider. Now, this is a P Bandai edition of Shin Kamen Rider's Figuart for Hongo. I don't think I want the retail one anymore. The retail one comes with the like trench coat. This one has a cloth with a wire scarf, and of course the unmasked head and the helmets. So I'm kind of into this. I want to buy this instead.
Man, that sounds nice because I have the Figuarts stand, and the Figuarts stand is fine, but I hate that scarf. It falls off so much. I hate that scarf with a bane in my existence.
Yeah, it says reproduce both the Kamen Rider and Hongo Takashi states the exchangeable head parts, so it does include the mask off and the mask on. Fabric part on the scarf. I'm more into this. They show it with the regular version of Ichimonji. I'm just gonna wait. Like I don't feel like it's interesting because it does look like it's not green gloves and boots this time. It's actually just a darker green that's more film accurate. Like the actual film, they were darker than the original promo stuff. So I was gonna get the original retail release. I canceled it because I was like money and everybody else is P Bandai. Now I'm glad I did because I definitely want this. Minor spoiler for Shin Kamen Rider. He spends a lot of the time in the movie without the helmet on. So this is a much more accurate, not only color-wise, but just in general. He spends, I think, more time without the helmet on than he does with the helmet on. So I'm into this. I hope there's an Ichimonji as well. SSJ4 Jason asks, do you think Bandai will do an Ultra Replica 20th anniversary Evolt thruster from Nexus, considering that Nexus 20th is next year? They might, since Blazar seems to be doing a lot of Nexus stuff.
Like a Jet Project and .2.
Yeah, basically. Do you guys get any thoughts on Mr. Unmasked Hongo here?
I like the scarf. I like the scarf. As someone who owns the Figuarts Standard that hates that plastic scarf with a passion, that's a big upgrade. Even though it's the Figuart sale.
Yeah, thoughts, Kaus?
Oh, I dig it. I really like it. What you told me about him being unmasked more than masked makes sense.
Yeah.
Comes with enough fake. It's coming enough. What's the word?
Accessories.
Yeah.
4 sets of hands, head, handheld mask. Yeah, he comes with enough stuff. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he retail or no? Okay.
P Bandai. Of
course.
But he's on P Bandai US, so.
Oh, that's good.
It's not too bad. I still need to order Punk Jack, and once I get Punk Jack secured, I'm going to order this guy. I got some time, because they kind of leave the Rider Figuarts up for like about a month and a half to 2 months. So I'm kind of balancing it. I'm glad Infinite says they got Tears of the Kingdom this weekend. I'm glad you did, because that's a game I like watching other people play.
Good old
I don't want to play it myself.
Good old Tear of the Dingus.
All right, it's time for more SH Figuarts. We're not done yet. SH Figuarts Across the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man 2099. We have a lot to discuss here. We have so much to discuss.
Wow.
All right, so now we're just talking about
the color.
So
let's talk about the figure itself before we get into the full discussion here. Well, first of all. Yeah,
it's in the Figuarts. So it's always interesting with the Figuart Spider-Verse figures. I know this. Instead of going with the full animated look, they give them like this kind of realistic, quote unquote, texture.
It's a texture they have in the movie, but they amplify the texture more than you see it in the movie.
Yeah, because Miguel has all this circuitry detail on his.
We'll talk about the unmasked head, but yeah, no, he's got. And I'm gonna talk about this in a moment, but let's go through the pictures real quick. We're not gonna do movie spoilers unless you care about costume details as spoilers.
The blue and red inside red for the palm. That's pretty good detail.
Yeah, it looks great. Like
he's got big old claw hands, which is great. I love this.
The only thing I can think of is it looks like he skipped leg day, but that's why it looks in the movie, right?
I mean, yeah, Miguel's buff. in the movie.
There's also this really funny photo where like there's somebody clearly not there.
Is there does he have a square butt? His square butt like in the movie?
They didn't give us a reverse shot.
Damn it.
Cannot confirm. Oh, yeah, he's got a squarish butt. All right, let's talk about the hate crime that is included with this figure called what the hell is this unmasked head?
It's frustrating because I think the sculpting looks perfect. I think
the figure looks great. I said it on Twitter because other people said it to me as well. It looks like me, not Miguel.
It's almost there because they got the basic like face structure, like because it's that his face is just
it's the expression and it's the whitewashing of his skin.
Yeah,
that too. Why is he that light?
I am this light, not him. He's a lot darker in the film.
Question? Like, I try to remember. Did we ever see Miguel unmask in brighter lights? Because I remember him being in a lot of dark lights.
There's a lot of dark shots. I have another comparison to bring up. We'll bring up in a moment. Actually, you know what? I'm going to bring it up right now. There is another 2099 coming out. Is the Hot Toys 2099? The Hot Toys is your spot on accuracy, and he has an unmasked head where you can see his nice, beautifully dark skin.
It's interesting that I'll say this. We're talking about figure, but I find it interesting that the Hot Toys has actual joints. It's like
yes,
joints.
There's no bodysuit on the Hot Toys.
My guess is because of his like Bruce Timm big body. They just couldn't make a skin suit that can pose and stretch.
So let's look at this thing that I've tempted to buy, but might be buying a helicopter instead. So this is the Hot Toys Spider-Man 2099, where you can see he's got a magnetically attached cape, luminous reflective effect. Let me actually zoom in so you guys can see this better. Wow, zooming in just makes their freaking gallery page. Oh, there we go. The first time I've talked about Hot Toys, you can tell. All right, so this 2099 includes unmasked head with separate rolling eyeballs, effect parts, web effects, magnetic cape attachment, big old stand thing, and of course extra hands. So you can see here the cape on the back along with the swiping effects. You can see the unmasked head in action. He's got the wrist gauntlet, which does open up. He does have
Kamen Star Command.
Yeah, he does have his web effects, like he's swinging, which is pretty cool. They're all kind of jagged and crazy looking. Slash effects. There's like the base silhouette look of him. I have never touched a Hot Toys figure before. I'm very tempted by this because it doesn't have a bodysuit. And then he's got this cool like glowing effect too, which I think is just so freaking cool.
I would say for the figure.
Plus they got his square butt. They got his square butt really well.
I would say with the figure, I do really like the cape for the figure.
I'll talk about accuracy in a moment because I have a lot of thoughts on that. I love that a Hot Toys figure can do this pose. Because every Hot Toys I've seen, and again, most of the Hot Toys I looked at are like rubber suits, and I don't want to deal with rubber suits in my dry-ass desert I live in.
Crinkle.
Also, rubber suits can't let you do that pose and be able to put it back like it was before. I'm really digging how it's just a giant action figure. Here he is about to body Miles. Not a spoiler, it's in the trailers. Miles has a rubber bodysuit, but Miguel's just like, nah, I need joints.
He's too bulky.
Yeah, I think he's too bulky. I think trying to put a bodysuit on him would be crazy. But at the same time, he has better range than any other Hot Toys figure I've ever seen. It's amazing. I like it. Damn it. I want it. But it's $250, so, I don't know if I want to buy it.
Castle, yep.
Okay, so let's talk...
Welcome, Wheels. Welcome, Wheels,
to the discussion
Man,
of...
that Miles looks... Yeah, it looks weird.
Great. All right,
I think it's
wait. Go back to it. I didn't see it quick.
Go back to the Miles?
Yeah.
Having the suits on the other two make them look weird because Spider-Verse has that very sort of angular art style to the body, so it's making it look smooth. I'm so used to having more like kind of squarish, angled sharp angle body proportions, so it's kind of weird to see him in like a regular skin suit. It almost makes it look like the when in Miles Morales both Insomniac games where you put on the Spider-Verse suits. They look kind of weird.
Yeah. So, here's the fun part.
I see what you mean about the suit, though.
It's time to talk about accuracy. You guys ready? I have a whole presentation plan. So, first of all, let's take a look at the basic Hasbro figure. Here's the basic Hasbro Across the Spider-Verse Miguel. It has the heavy tech greeble sculpting on it. Like, you can feel all the ridges of all the tech stuff all over the figure. This is very similar to the SH Figuart, which does the same exact thing. It's also that heavy tech detail. Now, in the movie, it's not as heavy. All that tech detail's there, but it's not as heavily sculpted.
It's like a tech. It's like what I imagine. If I remember right, it was like they'll light up occasionally, like sort of like a circuit pattern.
And more specifically, the tech detail is more on the red part than the blue part. So the Marvel Legend has that going for it. Okay? So the Marvel Legend has that. Now, the Marvel Legend has the short cape permanently affixed to his back, unless you, like, pop the glue, but then you have a giant socket in the back, so you got to work with it. The Marvel Legend has the cape. This cape looks similar to the classic Spider-Man 2099 cape, like the Disney Toy Box figure has, where he's definitely into the Spider-Verse design with his extra, like, long spikes on the arms, but he has the classic web cape. Now, the thing is, in the movie, or at least
let's let people know, you only see the web cape like what? Once?
You see it once in the movie, and this is what I mean by this is like spoilers for accessory parts. In the movie, you see the cape once, and here is the twist. It does not look like this. It looks like the Figuart. The Figuart has the more accurate cape, because it was this big, long cape, and it did this cool tracking shot where it extended back up into his back. So, the Marvel Legend having just a short cape that's not removable isn't quite accurate. On the flip side, and this is what's crazy, and I wonder how late in the game this change happened, if you remember, the Hot Toys cape also is the short cape. It's not the long one. Let's see if I can find the actual back shot.
Because I'm pretty sure the short cape was the concept art. Probably like concept art, I imagine.
I imagine that the Hasbro figure and the Hot Toys are working off that concept art. Now, the Hot Toys is more accurate when it comes to the unmasked head versus the Figuart. None of the Hasbro stuff has unmasked heads. The interesting part, though, is that the Figuart and the Hot Toy, or the Marvel Legend and the Hot Toy, feel very similar. Because the Marvel Legend, smooth on the blue, techie on the red, and then on the Hot Toy, smooth on the blue, techie on the red. So this is kind of interesting because the Hot Toy feels more like the Marvel Legend figure, which is crazy, but it has more of the accessory count and posability of the SH Figuart, but then the SH Figuart is more tech greebled like the basic figure, but then has the long cape that's more accurate than any. None of the others have a cape that looks right to the film, except for this one. Now, he could use the short cape in the next movie. Totally an option. Maybe that's something that they know that we don't. But as is, the Figuart has the accurate cape. The Hot Toys has the accurate unmasked head. And then the Marvel Legend and the Hot Toy also both have the more accurate, I think, body design. I think the Hot Toys is the best overall because the neck, like the really thick neck, the Marvel Legends neck is a little thin. I think the Titan Hero Series 2099 neck is probably the right thickness, but then his head's not as tall. So I think the Hot Toys is still the most accurate overall. But
you need to match every single Miguel figure to get the most movie accurate.
Yeah, if you want the most movie accurate, you need this size cape on the Hot Toys.
Forget the Figuarts head does not look anything like Soundout, even though he tried to say so on Twitter.
Nope, I was not the one that started that. Other people did. Several people DM'd me and they were like, "Why does this look like you?" And I'm like, I don't think it looks like me. I think it looks more like me than it does the character. That is the distinctive difference. I do not think this looks like me, but it's closer to me than to Miguel O'Hara.
I never once seen you look that brown or chalky, like dark on skin.
That's the thing, is that is me after I've been in the sun for...
He definitely looks a bit more Asian than...
Yeah, definitely.
Hispanic.
Sound out. It looks like if like someone tried to fuse you with like a Latino, a black guy with my hairline.
Yeah, that sounds about right, actually. So again, the thing is that
like you.
they didn't even get like his facial structure correct or his hairstyle. The hairstyle kind of close, but the hair color's wrong. The skin color's wrong. The eyebrows are wrong. The eyes are brown instead of red. Like, there's a whole bunch of things.
And he's not on like his weird roid rage like he's seen him throughout the movie.
Exactly.
Yeah, it has a weird face for Miguel. Like it's such a.
And the thing is, like, he's supposed to have an intent. I don't know what this like, this kind of cocky Sundari ass face is they gave him. So
I love how the SH Figuart is chalky white like Darkon.
Yeah, and maybe better on the final product. I don't know. Also, one downside to the Figuart is $135.
Yuck.
It's P Bandai in Japan. He's huge. Like, this is the thing is there's no picture of him next to like Miles and Gwen, but he is. He's proportionately. I think they got the scale right as well. So if you look at the Hot Toys, where you can see here the Hot Toys is so much bigger than those two, then yeah, it's definitely that. I don't know why the face turned out the way it did, but we can take guesses. Infinite says, in the entire Spider-Verse, who are your favorite spiders? All right, everyone pick one. I think we already know my favorite one.
Specifically in the film or in general?
In general, your favorite spider. Go.
Does Silk count? Because she's like one of my favorite spider characters.
Yeah, Silk counts. She's a spider person.
Yep, so Silk, that's my personal favorite.
All right, Jerry, who's your favorite spider? Okay, Jerry's quiet. Wheels, who's your favorite?
It's called We Didn't See the Damn Frickin' Movie.
No, we're talking about in general. We're not talking about the movie.
In general.
We're talking about spiders in general. Like, who's your favorite spider?
Because if it's movie related, we haven't seen the damn frickin' movie.
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying in general. So
in general, from like comics.
Pick anybody.
TV show.
Who's your favorite?
It's probably Ben Reilly for the men. Because him and Peter were, like growing up, they were the two in the comics that I had in the 90s. Probably Ben Reilly. Female wise, it's probably got to be Silk, Gwen Stacy, Ag.
Cool. All right. Well, I think that concludes Spider Talk. I think we're just left with fighting game toys.
Woo! Do you get those Jada? Do you get the Jada toys?
I don't have them yet because Big Bad Toy Store still hasn't gotten them in, and I haven't found them at Target.
I did.
I can't find any picture of Spider-Man 2099 next to the other two that's not an action pose. Questions, comments, concerns. I was going to wait for Jerry to come back if he is away, because I want to talk fighting games with him. I don't want to do this without him. So we'll just like
we can. I'm also a fighting game man, so we can talk with him.
I know, but Jerry and me fighting games.
He is the fighter, Kels.
All right, well we'll talk about our favorite fighting game character first. While we wait, it's Chester Cheetah. He's not a fighting game character. I just think this is great.
One day he will be.
Funny, out of all the Jada toys so far, I pre-ordered him before the Street Fighter figures.
I mean, like,
I ordered him immediately. I was like, I need
the bag of Cheetos for figure jokes.
I love he literally comes with like a Cheeto, agile Cheeto as a club weapon, as like a club weapon.
Oh yeah, I gotta find. First of all, he's got the posability he needs.
Favorite part was when I think Josh said, "I'm not buying this. 0 out of 10 does not come with spicy Cheetos." And
guys, he has Cheeto dust on his holding hand for his Cheeto weapon.
I think someone said to Josh, or someone who said the same thing as Josh said, "Oh no, people remember Cheetos, not the spicy ones. Get real, man. No one's gonna buy a figure with spicy Cheetos."
Yeah, hot Cheetos are a way of life in the Southwest, though. So
Well, that's gonna be a repaint. That's gonna be like the red repaint.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Infinite, I did get my Dino Thunder Black. Stay tuned to my YouTube shorts later.
If you
great.
Shucks.
I was gonna say, you want to be great though if they could re-release original Cheetos, so Cheetos could taste good again.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
For some reason, lately modern Cheetos they're missing some type of flavoring. don't know what it is, but they don't taste the same as when I was growing up. They taste completely different. I think it has something to do with like, whole grains and all this crap nowadays.
It's probably just like, it also could be a factor of your taste buds evolved to not enjoy them anymore, because I found that out with a lot of things that I used to like.
That's what I was wondering too, but like other people have mentioned that the Cheetos don't taste the same at all these days. It tastes very almost generic at times.
Like this generic cheese chip.
Yeah,
it's like the homogenization of the snack food industry.
Yeah. Like Lay's potato chips still taste the same as when I was a kid, but like or Doritos, but you put a Cheeto in it and they don't taste the same.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still the better brand. Like the other ones taste like crap.
Hey,
man,
I hope people really like our chip talk.
Yeah, we went from my 2099 TED Talk to chip talk. I have not tried snorting Cheetos. I'm not planning to either.
Do it. Don't do it. A friend of mine did it. I had to do it as a bet one time.
Oh,
really?
no.
Do it. Don't do it. It's like doing the wasabi thing. But for some reason, he said wasabi felt better than the Cheetos.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
Well, the difference is like wasabi's a little bit smoother, so like they're more coarse, so going up your nose is just that stuff.
I can't wait for this guy to hang out with Frankenberry and Boo Berry.
That's the ultimate. That's Chocula. Like the ultimate.
This is I love Jada Toys because they do these things.
What other like food mascots we need?
Peanut.
Muteki, what am I polling?
Peanut.
Wait, is the poll to snort Cheetos or not? Alright. I don't know if this is going to get me in trouble on YouTube. We're just going to go with it.
No, that or last year we just ate Cheetos constantly.
Okay, polling it. I haven't done a poll all day because I've been trying to get through these news topics.
Now, sound out. If they vote yes, you have to do it.
I'll do it in the review of Chester Cheetah.
But you need to put like in the corner saying not an ad.
Yeah, not an ad. SSJ4 Jason said you should do the Coca-Cola, or they should do the Coca-Cola polar bear. Yes.
Oh yes.
Muteki T says I don't need to do it. I thank you. You asked me to do a poll, and the poll's happening. Guys, do you want me to die on camera? Is the actual question.
Guys, I'm just going to say this right now. This is the closest to Sound Out doing the Tide Pod challenge, so just vote yes.
Or what was it, the one chip challenge where it was like, that's super hot, spicy?
Exactly. Psycho O's knows where I'm going with this.
Yep. Same thought process. Jambalaya, Jada Toys, Kool-Aid Man win. Good question, because that would be rad.
Yes. And he has to come with a breakable wall packaging.
Yes.
No, you know, like this old 90s series where they come with breakable walls. It should come with like a separate plastic brick wall you can smash your figure through.
I love this. This is pure action figure joy right now.
Okay, so we need one of all the breakfast cereals. So, like, where's my Tony the Tiger?
Tony the Tiger,
as a joke, on the Tony the Tiger box for his character profile, it should do a rundown of all of his voice actors. The photos of said voice actors, like as a memoriam, because fun fact if you guys don't know, at one point Tony the Tiger was voiced by a sports wrestling broadcaster.
Ooh, which one?
Oh god, I can't remember his name, but every time I see him when I'm watching old AWA and WCW, I'm like, yeah, it's that guy. Hold on, let me go find his name. Tony the Tiger, WCW broadcaster. If I recall, he was a Tony the Tiger during the late 80s and early 90s. Oh, it was Lee Marshall. Lee Marshall.
Oh yeah.
Lee Marshall was a known AWA, also sportscaster. Was also a on the road agent for WCW in the 90s. Lee Marshall was like Tony for I think the mid 80s to like almost the 2000s. Marshall.
That's crazy.
That's a weird wrestling crossover with breakfast cereal.
Yeah.
Before we had Booty-O's and all that crazy jazz.
But still, for when you do review this toy, you need to do like the Wayne's World bit where it's like, "This is not a sponsor. I'm totally not supposed to. I'm totally not doing endorse and smart."
Oh, I know. I had to be so clear about it.
Jada Toys Pepsi Man.
Oh,
Pepsi Man, yes. Okay, I'm gonna end the poll because it lasted 3 minutes. 68% said no. Thank you. I am saved. I am saved on this day. I'm saved. Thank you all. Nick Kerr, I'm not doing that poll idea because that will get me in trouble with YouTube. Also, I'm afraid of the results.
So we need Pepsi Man. We need the 7-Up Spot. Whatever ones we need.
Well, we need the Honey Nut Cheerios Bumblebee.
We need the surfing dude with the Capri Sun packaging.
Yes, and the Hawaiian Punch guy.
Yeah.
Sour Patch Kids box set.
Spin Dash that Spot, the character that Jerry has to keep reminding me existed because he was phased out by I think the 90s, unless you're watching Christmas ads.
Yeah.
We need what's that horrifying not Tasmanian Devil from the Honey Nut Cheerios commercials?
Yes. Honeycomb yes.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I love how there's just a whole M&Ms. Oh, the M&Ms. That's like you do all the other breakfast cereals and all the other food mascots, and then you do M&Ms because that is like a whole sub multiverse of characters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, honestly, there's so many possibilities with food mascots. All right, well, I'm going to push ahead with the fighting game figures. And if Kaos pops back in, we can ask him his thoughts on these. Nesquik Rabbit. Oh, yes. No, this is too good. This is too good of an idea that they have. Pillsbury Doughboy. I have a Pillsbury Doughboy that's like a vinyl figure that's squishy, and you can squeeze him, and he makes this little his little laugh sound. I don't know where I got that. We need Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean, who makes a great action figure.
What about the chef? Chef Boyardee.
Chef Boyardee, that's a good one. Spin Dash is going to devolve into the movie food fight at this rate.
We're just doing that.
Would that be the worst thing, though? As toys, it works much better.
Yeah.
Colonel Sanders for KFC, that's another good one. What are the food mascots?
Jolly Green Giant.
Jolly Green Giant. Oh, you got to make him like a 12-inch figure, though. It's gonna be huge.
Just have Tim Drake out of nowhere in his Red Robin costume.
He's the Red Robin mascot. Why DC has never done that crossover, I don't know. Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box would be so cool. Food Smash Brothers. Or you can just call it Food Fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. What other food things have mascots that I would totally see?
Does mac and cheese? Did mac and cheese ever have a mascot?
High C.
High C? Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Did mac and cheese ever have a mascot?
Not really. I don't think Kraft macaroni and cheese really. I think they just stole other people's guys to promote their macaroni and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
What they should do.
They have a dinosaur.
Oh, that's right. They did have a dinosaur. Why did I forget the dinosaur? I grew up with that idiot.
Dinosaur.
Oh, we need the dinosaur.
His name is Cheezosaurus Rex.
Right.
Cheezosaurus Rex.
God, Soundout, you're reawakening memories I thought I'd never had, Holy crap, I forgot about Cheezosaurus Rex in the 90s.
Yeah, I remember that.
You know what? Let's go watch 90s ads after this. Screw the stream. We're ending it now.
Remember the
Pringles Disembodied Head, Burger King, Hamburger Helper, Oatmeal Man.
What about the Lunchable kids?
Lunchable kids.
What about the Burger King Club?
Peacemaker mentioned
Burger King Kids Club.
Yeah, but not
Burger King Kids Club box set. Gerber Baby. Peacemaker said the whole McDonald's crew in old VHS adventure. Put them in VHS adventure style boxes, even.
Oh, like the old.
I want them as actual. I want them as actual Sid and Marty Krofft lawsuit friendly form.
Yes.
Well, don't forget Mac Tonight. We can't forget him.
Mac Tonight, of course. We have to get Mac Tonight.
Oh no!
I need them to make Mac Tonight so we can send one to Seth Meyers and freak him out again. For anybody that doesn't know, Seth Meyers' viewers keep sending him Mac Tonight merchandise because he said he was terrified of Mac Tonight, and he just keeps getting boxes and boxes and boxes of Mac Tonight stuff, and it's terrifying him. There was one that had a video, like a note attached that just said 7 days, and he was wondering if that was going to be the end of him.
That's amazing. I can imagine what's his face now in the makeup trying to kill him.
Oh, Doug Jones.
Jones in the actual.
Doug Jones is Mac tonight.
He's trying to kill Seth Meyers.
Yeah.
You know, in this like hypothetical fighting game of these food mascots, the intro of the game needs to be one of those like the 90s to the early 2000s, like hyper commercial style with VHS,
Yeah.
like with VHS filter and everything.
Oh my god, you know how I said bring back the Sid and Marty Krofft lawsuit friendly? Then do a deal with Sid and Marty Krofft to make their characters so they can allow the McDonald's original designs.
What's the most like kid-friendly 2000s late 90s song to be the theme song of the game? We can't say All-Star. That's the most obvious one.
Yeah.
Probably It's 1 Week from Bare Naked Ladies or whatever.
1 week would be good. Anything from the Digimon
from the
soundtrack.
Digimon album.
Yeah, anything from the Digimon album. All my best friends are metalheads.
Ska, anything ska from the late 90s, 2000s, anything.
Ooh, Applejack's mascots.
Yeah.
Kids in America, but you change the lyrics to be Food in America.
Food in America.
Because we're all talking about American brands so far. I didn't hear any of the weird European ones yet.
We're going to start talking about Flintstones, and we got to get into Hanna-Barbera, and that would be like a Mattel thing, I feel like.
That's the DLC. That's the DLC guest characters.
Oh, the guest characters of Flintstones for Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
Muteki T's like, is Fighter Cast asleep again? Maybe.
No.
There he is.
Oh, you're back.
I'm gonna be honest, all right? Since you guys love honesty.
Yes.
And this is the honest truth. So, if you're wondering, I got up and made a sandwich.
Oh, you were making food while we were talking about food mascots and toys.
And then knowing Jerry, he left the room. He was in there, went to watch TV, and came back 2 minutes later.
I did go to watch TV too.
My God, I knew it. I knew it. He did it. He did the thing. He did the thing, people.
Did the thing. Guess what? We can talk about fighting game action figures now.
Timing
was perfect. I think we've exhausted all the food mascots that could be action figures. Jerry, I saved the fighting game figures for you.
Oh, well, there you go. I see a properly proportioned Chun-Li.
Thick thighs take lives.
No, I don't think it's proportioned enough. I need more thigh.
You know what? You have to see the front, because like here's the other side angle. Like this is the thickest Chun-Li I've ever seen. It's beautiful. Jada Toys. Jada Toys made Storm and SH Figuarts Chun-Li's look like crap. So impressed right now. Look at that.
I'm so glad they're doing this, and for the price point, like now we got basically Street Fighter, and I'm assuming you're gonna be talking about Tekken Dragon Stars, basically.
We'll talk about the Tekken ones.
Oh, I have so much to say about those because it's more of like I'm looking.
We'll talk about those in a moment. Let's look at the beautiful Chun-Li.
The price point they are. That's what I'm having. The price point.
$25 for this beautiful figure. I'm so all in on this line. It's crazy. I will review them eventually. I'm just trying to get Ryu and Fei Long. I want to get both of them together. You know.
I do have both Fei Long and.
Oh, she even calls different faces. Holy crap!
Yes.
Yep.
For $25.
So for if you don't know Jerry, because each shaded figure comes with 2 heads, two sets of hands, and usually effect piece that relates to their special move.
Like Chun-Li here with her kicking effect with the stand. So.
Yeah, Fei Long comes with a giant fire piece for his leg, and Ryu comes with a Hadouken piece.
She comes with kicking effect, stand for effect, alternate screaming head, and then flat palm hands in addition to fists. So I like my Figuarts Chun-Li, but her the blue part, like her dress part, is degrading.
Okay. Is it made of like a soft material?
It's a softer material, and it's getting it's starting to oxidize, so it's just all chalky and stuff now, and I'm like, oh, that's lovely.
Oh boy.
Psycho, she will not have a fused elbow because I believe in the quality of Jada Toys.
No, so again, Jada's quality, like the only like mishap is like one of Fei Long's faces kind of has sort of a misprint where it's not perfectly in line, but it doesn't look too bad, honestly.
You got all your pieces and the joints work, right? Yep. Yeah, no, these are great. Jambalaya, I did see that RX is on Right Stuff. I talked about it at the top of the show. If you want to go back and catch the replay, I talked about all the Discotek news. By the way, it's 6:41. If you haven't liked the stream yet, please hit the like button on the stream. YouTube told me to start telling people to do that. So, if y'all could hit the like button, I would appreciate it, because I can monitor how many likes the video has. So, I appreciate it. Hit the like button. Yeah, there we go. So that's Chun-Li. She's set for September.
And wave 2 is Dhalsim, Bison, and Ken, right? For wave 2?
Dhalsim, Bison, Ken.
Man, they look good.
Jada Toys at SDCC will be selling
Akuma? I think they tease Akuma.
No, it looks like Evil Ryu to me.
Because I thought it was Akuma.
This is for Comic-Con, so it's gonna be a Comic-Con exclusive. Thank you,
not
Spin
the
Dash,
stupid
and
Dark
thank you.
Adobe.
No, that's Akuma.
Is that Akuma? Because
Wait,
it's got the.
zoom in on the head. Zoom in on the head.
All right,
It
Yeah,
looks like he
say-
has a top knot. That's why I'm saying that.
Yeah.
I say because
I think it's the
I see the
bandana.
headband.
yeah, it might
that-
be Ryu.
That's Evil Ryu after all.
Real quick,
Bandana.
thank you, Spin Dash and Matthias Lara for liking the video. Appreciate it. Yeah, it does look like Evil Ryu. Because it's
I see
first
the
of all, it's a
bandana,
Comic-Con
yeah, you're
exclusive,
right.
and I don't think they'd make Akuma Comic-Con.
No, yeah, that's the bandana. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Evil Ryu.
Now it is a Comic-Con exclusive, but they likely will be selling it on Jada Toys Next Level, which is their direct-to-consumer site, because that's what they've done before. So,
Man, isn't it nice
yeah.
that Jada does that, unlike some other
Mhm.
companies?
NECA. Yeah. So Jada Toys Next Level. Let's see. We go to their website. I don't know if they put it up there yet,
Damn.
but
That's hilarious, guys.
they have a
what someone
Frankenberry
replied.
car. Anyways, it's mostly
I see-
like their stuff, but you click on like Street Fighter and it's all cars at the moment. But I imagine this is the site they'll be sold on. So
Mhm.
I gotta tell you this. I just saw for the Black RX reveal.
Yeah.
They just like quietly dropped it on Twitter. In their little thread there. Someone
Mhm.
replied, finally more high quality Kamen Rider. Shout. Like damn.
Mhm.
Damn. Everyone is not holding back. They are just kicking the crap out of Shout. They're like, hey Shout, where's more Rider?
I know, like
Mhm.
at Shin Kamen Rider, they're advertising Ryuki, and I'm like, I know, I bought that 6 months ago. Was it February?
When Shout's not, when
4
Kamen
months
Rider's
ago.
not on screen, everyone should ask,
Where's Kamen Rider?
where's Kamen Rider?
Hey, how about where's Kazuya?
Where's Marvel?
Where is Kazuya Mishima? He's right here.
And at the volcano.
Ah,
Wait,
yes.
talk. He's on the volcano.
Yep.
So this is similar, right? Where it's also like 25, 30.
I
Yep,
think
yeah.
Amazon had him listed for $26.99. Big Bad's got him listed for $29.99.
So these are, to give people up to date, these are Bandai America's brand new Game Dimension figures, which is pretty much anime heroes / Dragon Stars for video game characters. Which
What's
I
funny
go,
is, yeah,
which I go, what took them so long? They own these characters. Why didn't they do this
They
for
do.
Figuarts?
I have to appreciate the fact it comes with a round 1 sign that goes on a
No,
stand.
I love it. No, I love it.
You know what I think?
pretty dope.
Guys, here's my dumb theory. Murata said, yo, where's our action figures? And like, wait, you want action figures? And Bandai America was like, we're cheap and affordable. Let's go do it right now.
It
And
also
Murata's
may
like,
have been
"Hurry
they
up."
saw Jada Toy Street Fighter and Harada was like, Harada saw the Jada Toy Street Fighter figures and he's like, hey, why don't I get that?
You may not be able to ask him for anything, but he'll ask you.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
I
so-
love
He'll
the
ask what your favorite
packaging.
movie is. And then you respond with Kamen Rider Ryuki episode final, and he'll laugh
And
at
then
you
he'll-
and go, "Are
And
you
then he'll go,
serious?"
"What? Serious?"
I
Look at
love
that packaging.
the packaging's
pretty
great.
cool.
Look at the way they put the round
Looks
1.
like he's actually yes.
Yeah, you know, kind of
like
like
Yeah.
actually the game is
Kazuya comes with round 1, and Harachi comes with fight. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
So
freaking love this. Also, we're confirmed at least 2 other figures.
King and Jin.
Yeah,
are the
King
ones
and Jin
listed.
are also confirmed, and it looks like they're planning more.
It
So
reminds me of also the Gundam universe thing for some reason.
So
Mhm.
so
The
these
boxes,
figures.
the boxes.
The
are
box, yeah, the
very-
box kind of looks like that.
very Gundam
So-
University.
So there's a lot of things. So these are gonna be 25 because they do come with more stuff than your average anime heroes, Dragon Stars. They're not like those DX deluxe packs where they come with like big effect
Yeah, with the
pieces.
Dragon Ball ones, yeah.
Yeah, they come with more to make it a little more higher price. Like
I love how
effect
the Saint
pieces and
Seiya
such.
line died, and then magically was like, "Here's 2 new figures," and then died again.
That's how all the anime heroes lines are. Outside of Dragon Ball's the only one that's consistent. Naruto, you're like, it's dead, and then they're like, here's Sakura. and then you're like, One Piece is dead, and they're like, here's a new Luffy. They're like, you're like, oh, Digimon's dead, and they're probably just gonna be like, here's 5 more. Like they just show up out of the.
But guys, it's just better than the announced stuff. It just
shows how bad Bandai is without Power Rangers. They're fucking.
Well, no, they're legitimately Bandai is better off now without Power Rangers. Their figures are better, their toys are better. They just make less stuff, and it's good.
Yeah, but I think the problem.
The thing is with Power Rangers, they had no marketing either, so. This is no different.
They don't have marketing. That's the problem. They don't have marketing.
They never have, and they never will.
Yeah,
exactly.
because with Power Rangers, they let the YouTubers market the figures.
And with these, they just stuck them up on Amazon, and then everyone was like, "Oh, I guess we can post."
Oh, don't tell me they had Bethesda syndrome, where they make a game and just expect the modders to fix it.
I do love the again going back to how amazing the packaging is. If you look at Kazuya. Is facing one way. There we go. Kazuya is facing one way. Heihachi's facing the opposite.
Yeah,
it's really awkward to pack a figure backwards in the packaging, but I appreciate the commitment to the diorama here.
What?
Now somewhere Alex is going, that's a sexy man.
I mean, what's great? Probably is. What's great about these figures for me is just the potential because
I also like the screenshots on the back too, by the way. The Tekken 7 screenshots, that's just a great
because these are specifically Tekken 7 designs. Mm-hmm. It was funny, they advertised Tekken 8 on the little corner, but I'm not sure that's specifically like Tekken 8's coming soon or Tekken 8 figures.
I know the images are so low res because again, no Bandai marketing. So I can't really tell what it says, but I gotta give them credit. These are great. I Paul Trax mentions already into the Storm versions. Yeah, like I wouldn't jump from Storm to this. But if you haven't jumped into Storm, and they're also like a fifth of the price, so like, a fourth of the price. This is much more affordable.
They're gonna be 6 inches. So they're gonna
what
be in
other
scale.
video games can they do though? Like
the Tales
fighting games.
So they have the Tales of series, Soul Calibur, Scar
That's what I was wondering. Is Soul Calibur possible?
Yes.
Because I feel like between that and Storm, it's whoever can create the best Ivy wins at this point.
Storm hasn't even touched Ivy, have they?
I don't think they're gonna touch Ivy because there's one thing I noticed about America. They kind of try to avoid the skimpy characters, especially for anime heroes.
They also just don't make women in general. I think the only anime hero woman I've seen was Sakura.
They made Sakura from Naruto. They made Nobara from Jujutsu Kaisen. That's it.
Yeah.
They haven't touched any of the One Piece girls, so they probably can't because parents will complain seeing that their little Jimmy see those figures. But like,
have it, little Jimmy.
Yep.
But like, I'm just happy to finally Bandai's like, hey, we're a toy company and a game company. Let's actually make toys of our characters.
And this will be great to have alongside the Street Fighter figures, and they're being about $25 a figure too is excellent. Really good stuff. So. Yeah, I didn't pre-order these because Amazon had them for $27, and then Big Bad has them for $30. I'm kind of waiting to see if they'll be like $25 at Target.
I think they're gonna be $25. I think they're gonna most be $25 at very most.
SSJ4 Jason, Bandai hasn't touched MK. Do you mean Mortal Kombat? Because that's at McFarlane.
That's McFarlane, yeah. Who owns that? Who owns toy rights for that one?
Which I think will probably continue into Mortal Kombat 1 because McFarlane just re-upped their deal with Warner Brothers for 2 more years.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I can see those coming soon too.
Yeah. Technically, I think... it wouldn't surprise me if Dragon Ball figures pop up in Game Dimensions. Like, they're like, here's Android 21, and she's just in a Game Dimensions.
Yes, because exactly. Characters like her who are game exclusive.
Or the Xenoverse variants and such like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Stuff that's game exclusive, I would not be surprised if they just throw them into Game Dimensions.
Heroes would print paper, print money. Print paper.
I would honestly love. I would love to honestly own the Heroes exclusive like forms and characters.
I just want to see Jerry at a printer and it's printing nothing. It's just showing the paper running through the printer. I'm printing paper, guys.
It prints paper. SSJ4 Jason, I imagine if McFarlane does a Shang Tsung, they would do it for 1 because he seems really involved there without any other big bats around. I'm still like, why did they never make Sonya or Jax? It's like the weirdest exclusions.
2 of the most well-known loved characters, right? Like,
Honestly, I don't get why those two haven't happened. We haven't had any in a while. It's been a minute since they announced a Mortal Kombat, but they're probably waiting for Mortal Kombat 1 to come out.
That was kind of funny because the Mortal Kombat like kind of mentioned just being a spawn
we need to get our Gundam heroes on since we won't get our Figuarts Char ever. Just give us
You know what's funny about the Mortal Kombat? Because I think after once they released that Spawn, right, MK11 Spawn thing, it just became the Spawn. Spawn line.
It really did, yeah. Like there's more spawns in the Mortal Kombat line than anything, and they slipped in Joker. Like the last one we got was Baraka. Like they redid Baraka.
My action figure of Char from Char's Counterattack.
Make a Char figure.
I want him in this. I want him in the suit, the red suit, and the regular yellow suit, and it needs to have a speech bubble that says, "No, Jerry, you know the line, Jerry. I'm doing something wicked."
What I want is a Char that's got the Zeta suit with sunglasses that are removable with the speech bubble that says, "I came here to laugh at you."
Yes,
exactly.
I want that so bad.
Just call it the Char quote line.
Just want Char.
I came here to laugh at you. Lala could have been a mother to me. Misfortune of your birth. Yeah.
I want like this is what I want. I want Char Aznable in his 1 year war look. I want Quattro Bagina in his I came here to laugh at you. I want Char's counterattack in his I'm the ruler of Neo Zeon, and I need him in his yellow suit just for the infamous scene. No, make it a 2-pack with Amuro just to recreate the whole fight.
Yeah.
Horseback riding fight.
Yeah.
Just put them in their suits, fist
Give
fighting.
Amuro judo flipping action.
Exactly.
And
Bright a slapping hand.
A burger. He just needs a slapping hand, a burger, and a death warrant for his son.
Oh man, make a Bernie figure too, since he's burgers.
Miteki T, we did not talk Transformers because there really wasn't
Bernie.
anything major.
What's Transformers news?
There's not really. There's a bunch of leaked stuff, but that's about it.
Yeah, I think
there's this really expensive Jurassic World collaborative set.
Oh yeah, the Newman robot.
They're like, here's a Newman robot and a dinosaur, and it's $75, and I'm like, what?
Golly, $75.
Also, we're really gonna get that Hound mold in every version besides Hound.
What is that coming out?
I don't know. Like when the movie said. Also, for some reason, Takara's getting like a giant gimmick Optimus Prime.
That that looks really cool because it just gives you flashback to old leaders of
He's got missiles, guys. He got missiles. He got missiles.
Man.
He got arm things. He's like 11 inches tall. Apparently, it's just coming out in Japan because Pulse put up pre-orders for the Japanese release. He can hold all the butt weapons. He looks cool. I don't know if I'm gonna buy him because
it's kind of funny because there's several Japanese only movie figures because I remember there was like a Extinction Optimus figure that only available in Japan, whereas came with the Dark of the Moon trailer for some weird reason.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about the Lunar Optimus Prime.
There's also, don't forget, Japan also had the best leader Optimus Prime for AoE and Last Night, where you could either take the back kibble off to become a weird shield, or his head could actually rotate and spin.
Yeah, couldn't he do the full faceplate gimmick?
You could do faceplate gimmicks and stuff if you wanted to. I bought the AoE version of him for like $10 from like Rocket, and then they announced the Last Night one, and I said, man, if I would have known, I should have waited like another 2 weeks or whatever for it. But like at the same time, I'm like, it's a good figure. It's better than the American one. And I also got the American one for like a clearance deal, so it has the accurate weapons.
Yeah. This Lunar Optimus Prime is like a crowdfunding thing in Japan.
What is this? Is it like a collab thing?
It's a collab with an actual lunar cruiser.
Oh yeah, I thought I talked with you on this. It must have been Metal then.
Yeah.
It's me, you, and Metal, Jerry. Yeah.
Jason asks, how do you think Legacy will incorporate the gimmicks from Energon? I don't even want them to try.
I don't think they're gonna. As much as I love Power Winking, I don't think they can do with the modern budget of today.
Don't even do the whole Power Link. Yeah. I mean,
I'm just gonna flip through TFW and see if there's anything notable here. Oh yeah, Shadow Striker leaked.
Which is like one of those weird combo designs.
Hey, look, it's Sideburn. I mean, it's original Shadow Striker. But with the Cyberverse
I love how all the Cyberverse fans like, yay! Everyone that's an actual Transformers fan, right? D.
Yeah, like I think the chest is gonna flip around though. It looks like it's on a hinge.
It looks like it. It looks mistransformed. I was very mixed when I first saw it because like I was hoping for an actual proper Cyberverse Shadow Striker.
I would have liked
the
the crazy like mismatched Frankenstein form, but this is fine.
It looks fine.
I'm getting a sideburn out of it, so
yeah.
Exactly. Like, why are we? No one's really gonna buy this mold.
I'm buying Shadow Striker, and I'll buy sideburn.
Buy the sideburn mold. Yeah.
Oh yeah. The last train bot got revealed.
Yeah, so we can find. So we got full. Do we have full flows of writing now, or not
yes,
yet?
we do. Look, this dude literally just becomes like the crotch.
The crotch.
Even more than Long Haul.
No, because there's Long Haul.
Muteki T, I'm not going to talk about the Mellows figure from High Evolution because I don't like Evolution toys, and I'm mad that they're making it. Just because I don't like them. Here it is. Here's your
Long Haul. Doesn't Long Haul become like shorts?
Yeah, he becomes waist too. Like this guy literally just becomes crotch. Look at this thing. It's a mess. Like
I love it.
If I'm being honest, it's a mess. But I kind of dig it, but I also think we could do this way better.
I can't wait for Generations to blow this out of the water.
I really need some, because the thing is, the thing that holds this back is the fact it's also a in-scale train set.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And that's the reason why this dude is just crotch, because his train mode has to be smaller than the others. Wasn't there a box set? They're also doing a box set.
Yeah.
Which is just insane. And then it comes with extra shit.
How much is that box set? Did you ever see what price that is?
So there's the box set. Big old box. Here's all the stuff you get, which is like, I don't know what the extra train, you get extra train stuff, I don't know. You get, it makes a stand for the completed combination. And then you get flight stands for all of them because reasons. Is this a full box set or is this?
I think so.
Wait. Oh, okay. It's just a box that'll hold the other 5, plus a plated version of the light sword and basis stands arm for all 6, and Raiden's character card. Box will feature Raiden art and the other train bots. The special pack is a pre-order window from June 5th to July 10th. So it's you only get, this is everything you get in the box right here. You get the 6th train, his accessories, his rail, then a special version of the sword that's all metallic, and then extra stand parts so you can make a stand for the big combination. So you just didn't feel like you finished up. Just in case the base package isn't enough for you, you can get this, and the box will hold all 5 or all 6 of them. That's cute. Why is the clip that holds the whole weight of this thing clear plastic though? What the hell? Is that clear plastic? Yeah. Why is the clip that holds the whole weight of this big ass mess clear plastic?
I can't wait for it to
It did not need to be. It's not like we're hiding anything here.
I can't wait for it to go and just fall apart.
And yeah, I do know the trains fly in the show. This looks really dumb with these stands. Just really awkward.
What about the rail rescue? The rail rescue Zords where they just flew also.
I don't want stand. I don't need stands for my trains. I don't need flight stands for them. So this is
can't wait till Legacy and Generations has the balls to tackle this.
I feel like somebody's got to do it.
Okay, so if they were to do Raiden in Generations, what scale would they be? Because they have.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd like them to be like hot deluxes and not all void. Like the smart thing would be everything a Voyager, but the real idea is make them giant scale deluxes where they don't have to be fully Voyager.
It's going to be it's got to be a Titan class that's going to come out to the size of like just a little bit taller than Jetfire. That's what I think.
I'm gonna be honest. As long as we can get our all of our combiners to be are close to the same heights.
Yeah, because I never liked Predaking as a because
he's probably gonna roll. He's probably gonna roll in at about Minosaur if you did him in Generations.
Was Predaking the same size as everybody else, or was he bigger?
No, Predaking's bigger than Devastator, which is just dumb.
So it did make sense to make him a Titan class.
There was no reason to make because the thing is, and that's what I mean. The Titan class was as bigger than Devastator. Predaking is not that big. I don't know why they decided let's do a Titan Predaking. It didn't need to be that big. It didn't have to be that big. It still probably had to be Titan class price-wise, but it didn't need to be taller than Devastator.
That big.
They're big. They're big animals, but they're not bigger than construction vehicles.
Yeah.
realistically, this is the thing I hate. Devastator should be technically one of the biggest because he is construction vehicles. Like, I did like the fact that all the combiners were all around the same height in the show. I don't know.
Here's the problem with the Predaking. They looked at this artwork and said, that's how we're scaling them. Do I love this artwork? Yes. Predaking's my favorite combiner. But he does not need to be this big. This is ridiculous. I would say he should be a little bit larger than the others because of the whole, large animal thing and just the overall design. Like, he's beefier. A little bit bigger. Sure. Not, like, towering over everybody.
Like, in the second phase, it's like, Omega Supreme.
Yeah, like, here's the thing. I love Predaking. Okay? He is my favorite combiner, hands down. I don't know why they use this animation cell to model his Titan's Return figure off, or his Power of the Primes, or whatever line he came out in. Because I skipped the Titan class. I hated this freaking thing. I hate this thing so much. This is an atrocity.
Doesn't help that he was like 80% hollow, and the individual Predacons were pretty bad.
Exactly. Use that budget and make him smaller, and he would have been much better. He's too thin. He's too lanky. He's stretched out too. He looks like an enlarged G1 figure that's been stretched out in all the wrong places.
You mean the Prime War trilogy?
Yeah, no, I don't like this Predaking at all. I didn't buy it. I own like every freaking Titan except for this one and like the Omega Supreme repaint. Like, I own all the Titans, but I did not buy this one, even though it's my favorite combiner, because I did not like the way he turned out. I think he looks like ass. I think, all power to anybody that enjoys this, but like, I don't like this whatsoever, and this is just not a good Predaking.
What?
Because I mean, look at the G1 toy. This is like a stocky, beefy dude.
He's a beef boy,
right? King of the jungle kind of thing,
I'm trying to think what movie combiner could he do that I call it? What? How long did movie Devastator took? Like a year?
Yeah, like a year.
I'm trying what combiner could do where they could release each bot individually throughout the year to. Is there any there? Any that could do that release schedule?
Maybe. It's tricky.
I think
I don't have Brave Maximus. I guess I should have specified. I have all the Hasbro Titans.
I was gonna say, when it comes to how they done it with Menasor, if they can find a way to do it in the year rather than doing it
across multiple years, like
late year in the because like I decided to get mine on Entertainment Earth because they're like, oh, we're getting a restock of them in fall, and I was like, okay, I'll get all 5 of them now, because this is the thing I have an issue with. If you can't get it within like a year's time or a half a year's time, it's hard to want to get it in the first place, especially because with the market was like bag strips were like shelf warming, but all the other limbs weren't.
Yeah,
like I feel like they either need to find a way.
I just saw a dead. I pay upcharge for dead at a toy store, and then the next week I saw him at Target at retail. I'm like, for the first time ever.
Yeah, no, everything's been like a mess with Legacy.
Same way Inferno. I found both him and Dead End at the Target like the next week. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I hate when that happens.
This is the thing where Legacy's been kind of been a little bit mishandled by distributors, and so like.
Look at the Rise of the Beast toy. Nobody can find anything for Rise of the Beast such as the mainline.
And like
the mainline doesn't exist. I'm convinced those core deluxes are not getting single packs.
Are those? Because isn't the Suyo series like isn't technically Cheetor Battle Trap? Aren't those officially supposed to be out by this point?
They have been out since April, and I have never seen them once in stores.
Yep.
By the way, for SSJ4 Jason, I was referring to Guardian Robot, the Omega Supreme repaint, because I'm not planning to buy this.
The blue repaint.
Yeah, because I bought Zarak and Scorponok, but like I'm not buying this because I just don't care. Technically, is his Micromaster, and is his Micromaster actually a dude though? No, he's a new creation. I don't need him. Circling back to Predaking. For anybody wondering, I don't buy third party like at all, but this is my third party. I got the Mastermind Creations Feral Rex because
I heard that. That's like one of the few third party combiners I heard really good things about.
I love it.
That one's great.
I cherish it.
A lot of the
I love that they gave a 6th limb to it because the thing is, you can still use Dive Bomb as the arm, but they created a new Saber-Tooth Tiger using the Rampage mold so that he can have symmetrical arms and symmetrical legs. Brilliant. Like, it's orange on one side, yellow on the other. Love it. It's beefy, it's huge, but he's not too big. Like, this guy stands like a couple inches taller than the combiners. Perfect. That's exactly where I want him to be. And then he's also just big and beefy and awesome. I love it. It's my favorite third-party thing I ever bought. It's the only, like, third-party combiner I've ever bought, because I just never felt the need for anything else. So, yeah, usually I just get whatever Hasbro puts out because it's cheaper, and I usually don't care that much. But with this, I was like, nah, I can't. I don't like the Titan class. I got to get something better. And I was like, I will spend the $600 on this freaking combiner, because I'll do it just for him. I wouldn't do it for any other combiner. Only Predaking. Also, Kentucky T brought up Gamerverse Bruticus. Could be done.
Yeah, no, they got to do Bruticus. They better do Bruticus in Gamerverse, because, like, I'll say this right now. I think, was it me, Soundout, and Darkon stayed up for the year that they put out the SDCC. Soundout
I didn't buy it. Yeah, I stayed up for days.
He stayed up for days to try to help me and Darkon order ours and order his own exclusives because he wanted other stuff from that year. I don't remember what it was. It was probably like
I wanted the zombie cliff jumper. I didn't want the Bruticus.
I thought it was. But anyways, yeah, like, we stayed up for days because this is before they actually had scheduled hours and times. They just said, wait. And I remember every day, like, we'd go to sleep at 2 a.m. We'd all wake up like 7 my time, and we'd just be sitting there going, morning. Well, we'd be on Skype.
We were on Skype for like 17 hours straight one day.
There was one day where we just decided not to go to bed, and we just stayed up on Skype the entire.
Because for those that don't remember, Hasbro Toy Shop never would announce when Comic-Con exclusives would go up on there. We knew they would go up, but it was just any time from when Comic-Con ended until they decided to put them up. They never announced it ahead of time, and they would sell out quick, so you just had to, like, camp out. And it was summertime. You know, I was off school, so we were camped out for, like, days. Literally days.
I remember...
Apparently, I just got a bunch of Marvel Legends delivered, and I didn't know, so...
Like, me and Sound sat there, and I got the SDCC Bruticus. And at the time, Bruticus was okay. The joints still snapped on most people's.
But like, now it's
it was already an announced third-party add-on for a better And I waited, I think, like a year and a half, because this was when, like, all the third-party companies that weren't, like, a certain name took, like, 2 years to get made. Eventually, I got my, MMC Bruticus torso.
Yeah, MMC, yeah.
And the thing I hated was at the last minute, they decided to make the colors based on the
game.
The toy version.
The toy version, yeah.
Rather than the game version. So it's like this weird blue part in. But I mean, it's a really good figure. If Santa can punch up the I think it's MMC or whatever. Like, look at the add-on kit.
Yeah. We're about to wrap up anyways.
But yeah, but like, man, that original Fall Sergeant toy, that's a bad toy, right?
It's a bad toy. It was a bad toy on engineering without that torso.
Even with the torso, it's still kind of rough. But
it's kind of rough. But at least it still worked. They're able to make it work. You know. Looks like the actual model now. So like, I kind of hope that they do make this. This is the best. This is my idea on how they should do it. Is they need to make Onslaught and the legs Voyagers and the arms deluxes, like nice deluxes.
Yeah.
Because like the tank, like Brawl was pretty big. Swindle was kind of bulky, and the arms can be like, just a little bit like, because like as we see with Breakdown, he's a pretty big deluxe, so they can get away with Vortex and Blast Off being.
Well, on that note, I got to get to a Spider-Verse showing in an hour, so I think it's time to wrap up. Because I think we got through all the news somehow. We actually pulled it off. So thanks everyone for sticking with us, tuning in. Kind of fun to squeeze in Transformers. That wasn't planned. The fact we had time to squeeze in extra news topics means this was like one of the most efficient streams we've done. So go us. If you guys missed anything in the stream, of course, the archive will be available right after. YouTube usually doesn't leave it in processing limbo too long. Yeah, I think it's about all we got. Anybody got final thoughts, theories, and wishes?
I want to know how me and Jerry missed the hashtag in his tweet.
Which hashtag did we miss in the tweet?
Oh no, I'm just wondering how did we miss that typo last night? I
Oh.
think it was 4 in the morning.
It
It
happens.
was like 4 in the morning when we did that.
Does anyone really like chai tea?
My thing is just about I hope we see more fighting game characters and cheap lines.
Yes. I agree. I think we're at the point where it's inevitable.
I am a bit. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like video game figures are much more quantity than back in the ye old days of the late 2000s.
I agree, LPH. We need more 2099. Where is my X-Men 2099, Marvel Legends? Where's my Doom 2099, my Ravage 2099, and Fantastic Four 2099, and Ghost Rider 2099 is pretty sick. Like, where's all, start doing all these 2099 variants. Marvel's pumping out omnibuses now. I got the Spider-Man one. There's an X-Men one that's sort of solicited but hasn't like fully gone up yet. There's a second Spider-Man 2099 one. We need 2099 stuff with good faces. I agree with Techie. We need more. We need better faces.
There's a Miles omnibus coming out, which is a collection of his previous run, which is like the fastest omnibus I ever seen.
They are doing that now. A lot of the more popular recent runs are getting straight up just omnibuses instead of deluxe hardcovers, and they're sort of abandoning the complete collection volumes for Epic collections, like modern Epic collections, which is great because I like the way Epic collections look on my shelf. So,
like, because I got the Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider one, and it's a good chunk of her run, but not all of it.
Yeah, there'll be more of that. I'll explain Epic collections to you off stream because I don't want to get into it all right now.
Stay
tuned for Wednesday, y'all. We're gonna be talking about comic books. We're gonna talk about the Massive Verse. It's gonna be a good time. And Friday, new toy history video covering an entire franchise at once. Other than that, in the meantime, you can stay tuned because there is going to be a YouTube short tomorrow and one on Thursday because I got really inspired. Tomorrow's YouTube short will start a new sub-series of videos I already have a couple in the can for, so that'll be fun. And it's about, I'll just say it's about Power Rangers, so.
No, you said the P word.
I said the PR word. But yeah, no, that'll be tomorrow. Look for that around 2:00 Eastern, I think, is when I usually throw up shorts. But yeah, there'll be more shorts. And yeah, tomorrow, Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern, Fighter Cows, twitch.tv/Fighter Cows.
Yep. King of Tuesdays.
King of Tuesdays.
King of Fighters 15.
And check us out on Wednesday at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Hero-Club on Twitch.
Yeah.
Or Hero Club Weekly.
Hero Club for Life.
Hero Club for Life. With the number 4?
Number 4.
Yep.
Oh, Kaus, if someone wants to make King of Fighters, who would you want it to be, Jada or Bandai?
Jada at this point.
Cool. I think Jada is. I think Jada is definitely gonna be a more strong.
Jada has a Capcom license, which is why they're also doing Mega Man. And I'm like, give me Darkstalkers. Give me Darkstalkers. Give me Darkstalkers.
Capcom.
Hey, also Jada
versus SNK.
Yes.
Also Jada will probably have a better chance releasing the female characters.
It's true. That's a good point. All right, you can find Ryan on Twitter at DarkClaw643.
Mm-hmm.
Hit him up for our commissions and stuff.
Where can people find the fighter?
The fighter's on Twitter, right? The Kaus is on
Twitch.
The Twitters.
And Twitter's the same name.
Yep.
And where can people find this chair with wheels on it?
Wheelchair 21, YouTube and Twitter.
We still have to make an account for the chair, right?
Chair had an account. I just gotta barely find a way to restore the account or make a new one.
Yeah. And you can find me at the links below.
Also, we have should we advertise the Patreon for the Hero Club thing or not?
I don't know anything about it, so I will just stay quiet.
We recently opened up a Patreon for Hero Club, so we can actually keep the site afloat.
Yeah.
Is it just Hero Club on Hero Club, right?
Hero Club for Life. It's just literally patreon.com/Hero Club for Life. Have basic tiers, which is $1, $5. And we have business sponsor sections, like like if it's a store, like say Collectibles or CS Toys, like if a store wants to, there's a sponsor area for Patreon, and then there's regular basic patrons, which is 5, 10, and maybe we'll do like a 25 or
And if you don't know why we need the money, it's because the site has costs, and we can't say who we get, but we have interviews that cost money.
So yeah, interviews cost money,
and the money goes towards those interviews that we get.
Yeah, it's not even for us. It's
so
for
anybody
interviews.
knows, like, yeah,
the
the Hero Club funding of getting interviews with certain talent that have these things called agencies.
If you look at our
they're from Japan.
States, if you even see the money is to like try to equate one costs, travel costs, agency costs, and then if we can start putting it towards people like payment towards people upgrading their technology. Like the best way to say, if the money's going to us, it's going to, you know, bettering the site or our staff's actual.
Yeah, it's not for hookers and blow, believe it or not.
Yeah, no, that's like,
and when we start
we're trying to like
cash,
keep the lights
might happen,
on,
but it's more like keep the lights on.
Yeah.
Hey, where people can find you, Soundout?
You can find me here. All the things. You're already here at my home base for things. Special announcement for anyone that's still watching, because I think there's still a couple people here. Discord coming in June, maybe? It's possible. I gotta get Friday's video done, then I'll start working on that. But yeah, because I know Twitter's been getting screwy, and a lot of people are wondering if I'm going to open a Discord, and it's going to be like, maybe we'll just open a Discord as like the Noah's Ark of everybody from Twitter.
Just in case.
Just in case we could have our own little space. So stay tuned for all that. Videos, there'll be 2 shorts, 2 videos this week, so it'll be pretty packed. But I hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah, we're headed out. And if you missed anything, go watch the replay. It's always available. So see y'all next week.